Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharpe's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharpe. The 49 Laws of Sharpe is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharpe will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharpe will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge, supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, How to Master the Game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharpe's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the cheat code. Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womanese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of men the world over. So many men have avoided disaster because of the preciseness and sheer volume of material in this course, which contains over 600 translations. How cool would it be to be able to see through a woman's BS and act accordingly right then and there, rather than getting blindsided when it's too late? What would it be like to have the ability to read a woman like a book based only on what she says? These abilities will be at your disposal with Womanese. Women won't be able to lie to you, cheat on you, deceive you, or take advantage of you. The time and money you'll save pays for the course almost immediately. Womanese is available in video, audio, ebook, and paperback format and can be purchased one volume at a time or all at once. Men in his community often state that the best investment a man can make is in himself. Donovan's extensive educational materials will take your life to the next level. And the only place you can get this life-changing knowledge is tsracademy.com. Link in description. Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharpe's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharpe. The 49 Laws of Sharpe is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharpe will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharpe will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge, supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, How to Master the Game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharpe's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the Cheat Code, Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womanese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of men the world over. So many men have avoided disaster because of the preciseness and sheer volume of material in this course, which contains over 600 translations. How cool would it be to be able to see through a woman's BS and act accordingly right then and there, rather than getting blindsided when it's too late? What would it be like to have the ability to read a woman like a book based only on what she says? These abilities will be at your disposal with Womanese. Women won't be able to lie to you, cheat on you, deceive you, or take advantage of you. The time and money you'll save pays for the course almost immediately. Womanese is available in video, audio, ebook, and paperback format, and can be purchased one volume at a time or all at once. Men in his community often state that the best investment a man can make is in himself. Donovan's extensive educational materials will take your life to the next level. And the only place you can get this life-changing knowledge is tsracademy.com. Link in description.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 886th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small bleep energy. It is Thursday, October 27th of 2022. It is good to have you guys in today. As always, we are live streaming. We are multi-streaming, rather, live simultaneously to Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, MGTOW.tv, Manosphere.tv, DLive, Rumble, and of course, in crystal clear high-resolution 4K to Sharpe stream, which is absolutely free on the App Store and the Google Play Store for iOS and Android. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. Quick announcements before we get started here. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you like my channel, make sure you subscribe. And of course, as always, if you have a strong opinion, whether you agree or not, drop me a comment and let me know what you think. And last but not least, share these videos with anyone who has a Y chromosome and or who pees standing up if you think they could use this content. Be sure to tune into the hashtag How to Relationship podcast now on Saturday evenings only at 7 p.m. Eastern on the hashtag How to Relationship podcast. The lovely and talented Devin and I discuss current events pertaining to relationships from an RP perspective. We also talk about the dynamics of our relationship to give you guys a little bit of insight on what makes our relationship work. Be sure to set reminders to watch us on weekends. If you're not getting notifications from YouTube when I go live, and let's face it, you're not, download the Sharpe Stream app and you'll never miss another live stream. The app is absolutely free. As I said before, it is available for iOS and Android. When you download the app, guys, not only do you get the push notifications when you enable them, you also get access to all of my premium live content at no cost, absolutely free. You get access to my dating show breakdowns. You get access to my exclusive live streams. You get access to Red Pill Theater, where I do play-by-play breakdowns of movies from an RP perspective, and everything else that is not safe for YouTube. Again, you can watch all of this live for free, exclusively on the app. Okay, you guys asked for it, and I have delivered. I have finally started my play-by-play breakdowns of the hit Netflix dating show, Love is Blind. Season 3, the cast of characters so far has proven to be extremely interesting, unrealistic, lost, entertaining, you name it. One girl who looks to be pushing 300 pounds calls herself a foodie who isn't interested in working out or eating right, but likes tall, ripped guys who stay in shape. Another young lady is a sex worker who also teaches Pilates, who was in a relationship with a sugar daddy. And of course, the 31-year-old who said that her ovaries were screaming, which means she clearly has the baby rabies. She has a thing for an Asian guy who is probably an alpha Chad who's not ready for marriage. And if you think the men on the show have learned from the past mistakes of Mark, Shane, and Jarrett, think again. Most of these guys are every bit as clueless as one could expect. So, Season 3 appears to be both the best and the worst season of Love is Blind, which bodes well for all of us. You can watch me break down every single episode, play-by-play, live, every weekday afternoon at 2 p.m. exclusively on Sharpe Stream, which again, is absolutely free to download for iOS and Android. Speaking of Red Pill movie breakdowns, I will be continuing the movie breakdown Down with Love, starring Ewan McGregor and Renee Zellweger, this Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. This movie is a lot better than I thought it would be. The previews made it look like a cross between The Ugly Truth and Hitch, and it looks like it's got some of those elements in there, but this is a very, very well-written movie. I think you guys will enjoy it very, very much. Guys, we have a lot of fun in the Sharpe Stream chat during these play-by-play breakdowns, so join us at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific for the play-by-play breakdown of Down with Love exclusively on Sharpstream. Now, you can watch all of my premium live content for free live, but if you want access to the replays of those, the absolute massive archive of my dating show play-by-plays, my movie play-by-plays, and the over 30,000 hours of premium content not found anywhere, become a Sharpstream member or a patron for less than 17 cents a day. As a Sharpstream member and or a patron, you also get access to the podcast versions of my live streams, just like this one, which is all the content without any of the small talk, shilling, or me running my mouth about things you care nothing about, like my sponsors, my ebooks, my girl's fake tits, or my bowling scores. To sign up, go to sharpstream.com or patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Big thanks goes out to my snipers on the Sharpstream side, Dre Raven, Jay Blaze, and Kyle 2020, who are all double dipping. Big thanks goes out to my sharpshooters on the YouTube side. I've got a fantastic show in store for you guys today. Obviously, the main event is clearly going to be Hafiz versus Just Pearly Things, the Finish Him edition. This will be the last. This will be the last that I talk about this. I've also got a few extremely fun, funny, and very sad stories to talk about. But before we get started, I do have the Zoom link open, guys. I do have the Zoom link open. If something's on your mind, if you want to make a comment, question, comment, concern, whatever the case may be, I have pinned the Zoom link in the chat. If you're in the waiting room, please be patient. I am in the middle of doing the show, number one, and there are probably going to be other people waiting for their turn. So please try to be patient, and I will get you on as soon as possible. All right, looks like you guys are, a lot of people have been telling me happy birthday today. Today is not my birthday. My birthday was back on August 11th. I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with the fact that, of course, you guys see my gray sweatpants there. I think it has something to do with the fact that when I set up my Facebook, I just used a false birthday just to keep my proprietary information proprietary. So no, today is not my birthday. I turned 45. I turned 45 back on August 11th, and we are good to go. Mr. Pirate Brain is in the house. Haven't seen you in a little while. Says, how are you doing today, Donovan? I am doing very well. Very much looking forward to today's episode. Let's see. All right, looks like everything is a go. Okay, very good. Okay, so let us get started here. Let's go to the first. Let's go here to the first story that I'm going to share. That I'm going to share with you guys here. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Of course, I have to. A lot of times, I will. There's always something I forget with production. There we go. All right, now we're looking good. Now we're looking good. Okay, very good. Okay, so this the first story. Hang on a second. Computer, turn off ring light 1. There we go, much better. I was wondering why I was looking washed out. There we go. All right. Anyway, so this first story, and again, shout out to Devin for doing the research on this stuff. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is a woman says boyfriend dumped her over her inappropriate Halloween costume. So many red flags. This is by Emerald Palat. The article starts. This was written yesterday. A woman says she was dumped one Halloween because of her costume choices. TikToker Pia Blossom is self-described as a professional overshare and chock full of comical stories about her dating life. Awesome. Dude, this is another one of these, like these, there are a lot of these middle-aged women in their 30s and 40s writing these memoirs about their sex lives. They try to give them fancy names. The Vagina Monologues, My Dating Life. Dude, nobody cares. Nobody cares about the fact that you got butt fucked in the club at 21 years old by the DJ and how hilarious it was. Like, ain't nobody trying to read none of that. But for whatever reason, for whatever reason, modern women seem to think that we want to hear their hilarious stories of them being hoes. Nope, not interested. Sorry.
Nope.
Anyway, this time she's back. This time she's back with a seasonal anecdote that she affectionately called "Another Day, Another Dumping." It all started when she tried to be a dead Playboy bunny for a Halloween girls' night. Okay. Let's see how this story. There's Ms. Blossom. Blossom explained that she hadn't been with her boyfriend for very long at the time. He kept hinting he wanted to spend Halloween with her, but it made no sense because it was a girls' night. Oh, he wanted to spend Halloween with you, but you decided to go out with your girlfriends instead of spending it with your boyfriend. That would be one reason. When he saw her outfit, leotard with tights under, he became furious and called it inappropriate. He listed that she borrowed leggings from a friend. Blossom refused and went out anyway. At a club, she met a guy dressed like an egg. They swapped costumes, and she thought her boyfriend would be pleased. This is cap. But when he saw the photos on her Instagram stories, he got even angrier. He accused her of sleeping with another man to get the egg costume. Blossom said that after the incident, they never spoke again, and he told everyone they broke up because she had an affair. Nice of him to show his true colors early on. What a sweetie, a user wrote. So many red flags from that boyfriend, another said. He should have just been appreciative and let you do your thing, a person commented. Sometimes the trash takes himself out, a TikToker replied. Lucky escape from that guy, someone joked. Yeah, I think this is obvious. She went out and she fucked this guy for the egg costume. Why the hell else? How else did she get the egg costume, guys? How else did she get the egg costume? Yes, she fucked the guy with the egg costume. Like she was doing hoe shit. That's why her hoe ass got dumped. Let's listen to her story. Let's listen to her story in her words. Let me rewind this and turn the sound up. Let's listen to this in her words, because I don't buy a second of this nonsense. Here we go.
It's nearly Halloween, so I thought I'd tell you guys about the time that I got dumped over a Halloween costume. This is the Halloween costume in question. If it still fitted, I would wear it tomorrow. Obviously, I was like a dead Playboy bunny, I don't know. And I was wearing just tights. And they're quite dark in that picture, but I was just wearing tights. Which is more obvious in another picture I posted from behind that if I posted on here, would get taken down my TikTok.
There you go. If you posted a picture of your costume and to get taken down off TikTok, well, there you go. There you go. But you wonder why your boyfriend thought your costume was inappropriate. Okay.
My new boyfriend was like angling for an invite on this night out, but I was only going out with two girls who like...
See, here we go. You see this? You see this? He was angling for a night out, but she's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? I'm going out with my two girls. She clearly did not prioritize this guy, but he stayed in a relationship with her anyway. She didn't prioritize him.
Both weren't bringing partners, so I just kind of ignored his hints because it just would have been weird. But then when
it would have been weird. You want to know why it would have been weird? Because that would have kept you from fucking the guy in the egg costume. Hey, who is this? My boyfriend. So much for us getting down. Right? Like, dude, that's exactly why she wanted to go out without him, so she can go and celebrate Slutoween. She wanted to go get her back blown out, and she did by a dude dressed like an egg. So much so she actually ended up in the egg costume. He ended up in the egg if she ended up in the egg costume, if they swapped costumes, that means that they had to undress in each other's presence at some point in time. She absolutely fucked this guy. Come on, man. Like, we're not stupid.
When I posted that on my Instagram before I was going out, he literally texted me being like, are you actually wearing that, like, outside? I can see your whole ass. I'm like, I know, it's great. And then he basically told me that
look, I know, it's great. Oh, yeah, she didn't take him seriously.
Thought it was inappropriate. And I was at my friend's house ready to go at this point, and he's like, could you ask to, like, borrow some leggings from her or something? And wear leggings instead of tights? And ruin my costume? No. So he was meant to be picking me
and ruin my costume. Nope, sorry.
up from this night out, which he had insisted on, by the way. Like, I was happy to stay at my friend's house. And he was like, no, I'll come get you, okay?
Yeah, the reason why he wanted to come get you is because he thought you were fucking somebody, which you were.
Like, if you like night driving, that's on you. Then, obviously, like, I'm in the club, it's Halloween, everyone's dressed up, and I meet this guy dressed as a giant egg. I was like, I want to be an egg.
Look at this. Look at the body language. Look at her body language when she talks about meeting the guy dressed like an egg.
In the club.
Watch her body language. You can tell she was turned on by this guy. Just watch.
It's Halloween, everyone's dressed up, and I meet this guy dressed as a giant egg.
dressed as a giant egg. Did you guys see that micro expression? You guys see that micro expression? If I can get it. There it is.
Egg. I was like,
Almost. You guys can see, describing this guy.
it's Halloween.
It's so funny. It's so funny. The entire time, she doesn't primp and preen. But as soon as she talks about the guy, that she saw dressed as an egg, all of a sudden, she's giving indicators of interest, right? Her face brightened up. She pulled her hair. It's almost like she was preening herself just to talk about this guy. Watch.
I mean, everyone's dressed up, and I meet this guy dressed as a giant egg.
Look. Well, hello there. You are the hottest little egg I can think of. So she meets a guy who dressed like a giant egg. Clearly, she was turned on by him, as we can see.
I was like, I want to be an egg.
No, you were like, I want to fuck this guy.
I spoke to this guy, like, really drunk, and I was like, oh my god, I love a costume. I love that you're an egg. He was like, I love yours. Do you want to swap? So I said, hell yeah, I want to swap my costume. So I did. I literally put
This is ridiculous.
the egg costume on, like, over the top, and then I took my leotard out from underneath. And I mistakenly was like, my boyfriend will love this, because now
No, she knew her boyfriend wouldn't love this.
I have no bum, no boobs, I'm egg. He sees my Instagram stories, and he, like, tries to call me a million times. I didn't see it because I just take the Instagram story and put my phone in my bag. And I got to the smoking area with one of my friends. I look at my phone and I'm like,
Oh my god, and she's a smoker? Jesus.
oh my
Boy, the
god, he's
hits
called me
just
so many times. So I called him back thinking he, like, can't give me a lift or something, which would be fine. And I asked the friend, he's like, whose costume is that? I was like, I don't know, I thought you'd like it. Like, you can't see my boobs or my bum anymore. I'm an egg. And he's going psycho. He's like, what man did you sleep with to give you that costume? I did not sleep with the man for the egg costume. It was
No, but you fucked him. Right? You absolutely fucked him. Like, come on, dude. Like girls think we're stupid.
a very even trade. I hung up, turned my phone off, carried on with my night out with my friends, went home with my friend, never saw him again, and then he told people that we broke up because I slept with someone on a night out. All
That's because that's what happened, sweetie.
because for some reason he had this narrative that I slept with someone for an egg costume. It's nearly Halloween.
This is so funny, man. Yeah, this is, and see, this is the type of woman. This is the type of woman, in 10 years, she'll be like, well, where have all the good men gone? Where have all the good men gone? Well, the good men are committing to girls who don't go out for Slutoween and fuck other guys for their costumes. Like, I mean, this is, dude, it is so obvious what happened, and it's funny. She thinks she's fooling us by laughing about the fact that her boyfriend thought she slept with somebody for this costume. But that's what happened, guys. That's what happened. And so this girl, listen, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until it's not. It's all fun and games until it's not. Falcon Blizzak with the £5 super chat said, Kratom gang. You're goddamn right. Hashtag Kratom for the win. Some guy says, notice there were no pictures of the guy in her bunny costume. Of course not. Of course not. Somebody else in the chat said some guy says dressed as a giant egg plant. That might have been. That might have been. Even Zura says, when did Halloween become a slutty event? You know, I remember back when I was younger, the only slutty Halloween costumes were cats, devils, nurses, maybe a couple more. But every Halloween costume is basically just Slutoween. It's just a slut. Slutty pirate, slutty surgeon, slutty butcher. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. Slutty, I mean, it just, you know, that's why we call it
Halloween, so I thought
Jesus Christ. That's why we call it Slutoween. Let's go to this next story. This next story is a little disturbing. It's a little disturbing. Of course, this was sent in by Devin. Oh, well, look at this. It's by Emerald Pillow. That's the same bitch that wrote this other article. Dad slams other parents for shaming his daughter's homecoming dresses. Not my daughter's job to make sure your son is focused in school. Oh my God. After his daughters, the article starts, received rude comments about their homecoming outfit, this dad is sticking up for them and young girls everywhere. Father and Florida news anchor, posted photos of his two daughters in their homecoming dresses on Facebook. He couldn't believe some of the nasty comments. From some from other women. They called the outfits provocative and inappropriate. So he sent the haters a message via TikTok. Oh well. I actually have that video. And guys, listen, we're gonna watch the video and then we'll talk about it. We're gonna watch the video and then we're gonna talk about it. But one thing that you notice is that this dude is very effeminate when he does this. It's almost like he thinks he's flexing. Here we go.
So I put up what I thought was a pretty innocuous post about my daughters looking beautiful for
Okay. All right, let me let it play.
homecoming. But you would be shocked at some of the comments. Take a look. I wouldn't let them go anywhere dressed like that. They should have respect for themselves. So sad that parents think it's okay to send young ladies out with everything showing. So one thing that has always pissed me off as a father
And he's being overly theatrical.
of girls is when people say things like, oh, these girls need to dress so they don't distract the boys. Or even worse, they're dressing a way in which they're asking for it. Let's get something crystal clear now. It's not my daughter's job to make sure your son is focused in school. Also not her job to dress hideous enough to where your son doesn't assault her. It's your job to not raise a pervert with no self-control. Now, let's be clear. Those outfits are not the ones I would choose for my daughters to leave the house. If it were up to me, it'd be 24/7 Snuggies. But if I start dictating what my daughters wear, I'm going to teach them three things. A, they'll start to hate me for arbitrary rules. B,
That's a
they'll
good
start
thing.
to lie to me. Or C, maybe even worse, that it's okay for a man to tell them what to wear
Oh my
because
God.
they look too good.
Oh boy.
That ain't happening, Karen. But you know what would
Oh,
really disappoint me?
how
If
clever.
my girls grew up to be the kind of adult who goes on social media and demeans a teen's appearance on her father's Facebook page. Now, that's what I call
He's still using Facebook?
trashy. So I put up what I...
Oh, this guy just thinks he's just so goddamn clever. Okay, so we're gonna go through this again. I'm gonna remove the graphics here so that you guys can see what these look like.
I thought was a pretty innocuous post about my daughters looking beautiful for...
About his daughters looking beautiful for homecoming. Y'all, this is inappropriate. This is absolutely inappropriate. This is inappropriate, guys. I don't know how else to say it. How old is the girl on the right? Even if the girl on the right is 17 years old, she should not be dressing like this. Like, you're 17 years old, you're wearing stripper heels. This girl can't be more than 14. She cannot be more, on the left, more than 14 years old. Look how short this skirt is. Like, this is, and she's wearing the tie up. Dude, this is not good at all. This is not good at all. And look at how he looks in the middle of the picture. Like, yeah, it's like he's flexing with a couple of bitches at the beach. Fam, these are your daughters, bruh. Like, these are your daughters. Like, you may as well have them up at the meat market, fam. Holy smokes.
homecoming. But you would be shocked at some of the comments. Take a look. I wouldn't let them go anywhere dressed like that.
Yeah, this guy is now mocking people. He's now mocking the commenters for using common sense.
They should have respect for themselves. So sad that parents think it's okay to send young ladies out with everything showing.
Oh.
So one thing that has always pissed me off
What
as a
ha-
father of
what ha-
girls is when
what
people
hasn't?
say things like, oh, these girls need to dress so they don't distract the boys.
Oh boy. They do need to dress so that they don't distract the boys. Because if a girl dresses in such a way that distracts boys, guess what? That's not the boy's problem, bruh. That's the parent's problem. That is the parent's problem.
Or even worse, they're dressing a way in which they're asking for it. Let's get something crystal clear now.
Oh, listen to this guy. Let's get something crystal clear now. I can't stand people with internet confidence, dude.
It's not my daughter's job to make sure your son is focused in school.
That's correct, Dad. It's not your daughter's job. But that's your job, numbnuts. That's your job, numbnuts. You're the father. You're the adult. You're the ones that are supposed to protect your daughters from the outside world. But instead, you dress them up like a couple of working girls and now you're all bent out of pocket because people are calling you on it? But then you're going to say it's not my daughter's job to make sure the boys stay distracted. And this guy is so ignorantly confident, he actually thinks he's dropping the mic here. No, Dad, that's your fucking job. Your daughters don't know any better. That's why they trust you. They trust you to protect them, not from just the outside world, but from themselves. I'll tell you a quick story. Oh, I'll tell you a quick story. Holy smokes. Tell you a quick story. This was unbelievable. This happened this past, it might have been this past summer. So we had Olivia over here hanging out with us. And I was in the gym, pardon me. I was in the gym lifting weights, doing whatever. And Olivia peeks her head into the gym. She's like, hey, I asked Aunt Devin or Aunt Cindy. She's like, I asked Aunt Devin if I could go hang out with my friend. And I said, okay, why are you asking me for? She's like, well, she told me to come and ask you. And again, I'm working out, blah, blah, blah. All I see is her head. She sticks it in. I'm like, yeah, fine. Go. Hang out with your friends. It is what it is. Now, at this point, this is the time of year where I was working out with the garage door open, right? And so I had my back turned, and I had just gotten done a set. I turn around to grab my bottle of water, and out of the corner of my eye, I see Olivia flash right by the last part of the garage door. It's almost like she ran. And it took me a split second. I was like, wait a minute. Did she just leave here in a tube top? Did she just leave her in a tube top? So I sprint out of the gym, out of the garage. I hit the sidewalk. I look to the right. There is Olivia. She's got on jeans, full makeup, earrings, a tube top. There she is, standing in the midst of 4 boys on bikes. 4 boys on bikes, and then there she is. I said, Olivia, and this is one of the first times I swore at her. I said, get your ass back here. But, Auntie, I said, get your ass back here right now. I was like, dude, I told her in front, I said, you are never leaving the house like, you are never leaving here looking like that again. I said, get your ass in the house, right? Then I went back out and I was like, hey, I need one of you guys to come back here. All 4 of the boys rode their bikes away. They didn't want nothing to do with it. I said, Olivia, check this out. You need to get one of these kids you need to get one of these fucking kids on FaceTime and get them to come back here and explain themselves. Because if you can't get one of them to come back, you're not hanging out with any of them anymore. She gets them on the phone. The kid comes around. I walk out with, dude, so it's me, it's Olivia, and it's Devin. And this kid is on the bike. I said, okay, I need an explanation. What happened? He starts to stand up. I was like, dude, don't bullshit me, man. Like, dude, I know what the fuck I saw. Whose idea was it to bring all these other friends? Well, it was my idea. I said, so you're telling me that Olivia did not know that all 4 of these boys are going to be there? No. It was me. Keep in mind, this is one of the kids that Olivia has friend zoned. So it was clear that she lied. It was clear that he lied for her. I looked this kid right in the eye. I said, if I ever catch you with, and I actually said, if I ever catch you with I didn't say my kid. I think I said I might have actually said my kid. I said, if I ever see you with my kid and a bunch of boys, you will never see her again. I promise you. Do I make myself clear? He said, yes, sir. I said, get out of here. I said, Olivia, get your ass in the house. Dude, I must have aired her out for 15 minutes. Dude, like, it was all, like, she flashed right in front of me. I was like, oh, no. Nope. That's what fucking dads are supposed to do. We're supposed to protect our girls, man. Like, dude, God knows girls are at a disadvantage. They know it. Dads know it. And for this fucking asshole to sit here and, well, I'm just this and that and the third, I'm going to dunk on you. Dude, this dude right here, this dude deserves every bad thing to happen to him. Real fucking talk, man. You're on here acting like acting like, oh, I'm going to drop the mic and I'm all big and bad. And it's not their job to make sure that the boys stay focused. That's your job, Dad. That's your fucking job. 10 years from now, Those two bitches will be sitting on Fresh and Fit. They'll be sitting on Fresh and Fit after hours. Living that fucking Miami life. This is how teen pregnancy fucking happens, man. Fuck that. Olivia's not even my kid. And it was instinctual to protect her. She's not even, dude, I'm not even related to the girl. This dude is going to let his two daughters, I assume, that are biologically his, leave the house looking like that? And then you want to clap back at people who have a problem with it? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry. Sorry, bruh. Sorry, Dad. Nah, Dad's taking a huge fucking L. And when his daughters get pregnant, and they will, he's got nobody to fucking blame but himself. It's not my daughter's job. Of course not. It's your job, Dad.
Also not her job to dress hideous enough to where your son doesn't assault her.
Look at this guy. Oh, okay. Yeah. So teach boys not to EPAR. Is that really what we're doing?
Your job to not raise a pervert with no self-control.
It's our job not to raise a pervert with no self-control. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's also my job. Well, if I were a parent, it would also be my job to raise someone not to steal cars. But by the same token, we have to take some personal accountability here, okay? If I leave my car on the hood, with the engine running and the keys in it, I can't be surprised if somebody steals my car, okay? Listen, is it against the law to steal my vehicle? Of course it's against the law. But you have to take some personal accountability here, right? No. This guy is saying, hey, teach your sons not to be perverts. Fam, nah, man. No, boys, we have testosterone. Man, we have desires. That's what it comes down to. So now this guy is trying to demonize the male sex drive to justify letting his daughters leave the house looking like a couple of hoes. Get the fuck out of here. I can't believe the confidence with which this dude thinks that he thinks he's right. It's not my job and blah, blah, blah. You're acting like a fucking bitch. Oh my God, this fucking dude. Oh my goodness.
Now let's be clear. Those outfits are not the ones I would choose for my daughters to leave the house. If it were up to me, it'd be 24/7 Snuggies.
So why wasn't it? He said, if it was up to me, my daughters wouldn't leave the house looking like that. But they did. So why are we... I'm with him on the Snuggies. But what are we doing? Like, why are we bragging about the way your daughters... are these his stepdaughters?
But if I start dictating what my daughters wear, I'm going to teach them three things. A, they'll start to hate me for arbitrary rules.
Yeah, they'll start to hate you for arbitrary rules. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah, you want to know something? I can't believe, I can't even believe I'm going to say this. Dude, being hated by your teenagers, that's part of parenting. That's part of parenting. Dude, my sisters hated my mother when they were teenagers. That's just part of the fucking gig. This dude is afraid of his kid being mad. This dude is afraid of his kids, his daughters being mad at him. That means his wife runs the fucking household. His wife runs that fucking shit. That's what that tells me. Guys, listen, I say this all the time. A lot of times you got to treat women like children. And with children, if your child knows that you're afraid to piss them off, guess what? They're going to get out of pocket. They're going to get out of pocket. Do not be afraid to piss off your woman. Don't be afraid to piss off your kids. Your kids are not going to hate you for trying to protect them, you fucking idiot.
B, they'll start to lie to me. Or C.
Yes, B, they'll start to lie to you. At which point, that's when it's time to be a fucking dad and start deducing what's a truth and what's a lie. God forbid this guy actually step in and try to protect his daughters and have to be a parent. Oh my God. I don't want my daughters to hate me. I don't want them to lie to me. Yeah, welcome to fucking life. Welcome to fucking life. What are we doing? Let's see what C is.
Maybe even worse, that it's okay for a man to tell them what to wear because they look too good.
Oh, wow. A man to tell them what they wear because they look too good. Oh my God. He is teaching them, what he is teaching his daughters is that it is not okay for a man to protect them from themselves. It is not okay for a man to protect a woman from herself. Guys, we live in probably physically some of the safest times ever. We live in times of peace. We all live very, very good lives, at least in first world countries like the U.S. Women are very rarely in danger. You very rarely have to step in and physically defend their person. Okay? However, the one thing that women need to be protected from the most is themselves. And it starts with their fathers. You gotta protect your daughter from herself. You gotta protect your woman from themselves. You're goddamn right you're gonna teach her that a man tells you what to wear, what not to wear. Then when bad things happen, Dad, oh, well, teach your sons not to EPAR. Okay, we can certainly do that, but by the same token, we need to take some personal responsibility here, Dad. This is incredible. You are literally teaching your daughters not to respect male authority. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
And that ain't happening, Karen. But you know what
yeah, that ain't happening. Gotcha. I see you, Johnny. Hang on, Johnny.
really disappoint me? If my girls grew up to be the kind of adult who goes on social media and demeans a teen's appearance on her father's Facebook page. Now, that's what I call trashy.
Oh, well. Ooh, look at that with the people's eyebrow. Dude, I wish I could meet this guy. So I can knock his teeth out of his face. Smug ass. I cannot stand people who are so confidently ignorant. Incredible. All right, let me go to the Zoom link. Johnny Greenfield, go ahead and unmute yourself.
We're good.
All right, good stuff. What's on your mind, Johnny?
Oh man, the story you told about Olivia, it reminds me of the thing that is happening with my sister. I think you already know about it.
Hang on a second.
Sure.
Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Okay. Oops. Sorry about that. Sorry, Johnny. All right, I don't know what happened to Johnny. But dude, dude, I don't think I have ever been like, look at the look on this dude's face. Like, he just knows he just knows he's fucking Captain fucking Cool. You can't tell him shit. Oh no, I'm this, I'm that. Unbelievable. Let's go back and look at the way his daughters look. Now that's what I call cringy, Karen. You're so cool.
So I put up what I thought was a pretty innocuous post about my daughters looking beautiful.
Look at his dump. Look at how he stands. Look at this. You got a 14, dude. I'm assuming she's 14. I'm assuming the other girl is 17. You got these babies looking like adults. Fam. Oh my god. Oh boy. Yeah, Martel Lamar with the $5 super chat says he'd be pissed if someone his age started to look at them. Exactly. When you have I cannot believe, dude, I cannot believe this guy. I simply cannot believe it. Omega Kong with the $2 super chat says #FlyEaglesFly. Appreciate that. Mr. J with the 5,000 with the $10 super chat says there are millions of good men out there. Just women keep burning, humiliating, using them for their wallets, broken Broken, waking up to reality. Hashtag marriage laws need to change. Oh, I agree. I would agree. Martel Lamar with another $5 super chat says he'd be pissed. Oh, no, you already said that. Dre Raven, $2 super chat says, so that's how it is in their family. Apparently so. This guy is unreal. I cannot believe the audacity of this guy. Oh my God. Shamar Williams with the $5 super chat says, those skirts are easy access skirts. I banged women wearing those, and all they have to do is lift them up. This dude is insane for that. Exactly. Unbelievable. Like, dude, I would. Oh my God. Dude, oh my goodness. Oh my God. Olivia's mother told me, this is interesting, by the way. Olivia's mother told me that she's, that she had a great time at her homecoming dance and this and that and the third. And Olivia wore a very, very nice dress. And it was above the knee. It was above the knee, but it was very tastefully done. She wore white Air Force Ones. I said, that's my fucking girl right there. There you go, man. Like, she didn't, listen, she wants to look pretty. She's got a boyfriend. Her boyfriend is, really tall, of course. She wants to look good. I get it. You don't have to wrap her in a Snuggie. She wants to look good, and he looked nice. He had on his little outfit, his suit or whatever. And she basically looked like a pretty teenage girl. She didn't need to look like a woman. It was perfect. It was perfect. Really nice dress with some big clunky, with some big white Air Force Ones. That's the way teenage girls are supposed to dress. Right? Like, she's a teenage girl. She has eyes. She wants to feel attractive. I get it. But I like that she tempered herself right at the end. Okay, let's slow this down. I'm still a child. Allstrike with the $5 super chat says, parents are worried whether their children love them when the parents don't even love their children enough to parent them. Exactly. Somebody said that the hairstyle, and I can't see who said that. I can't see who said that. But yeah, you can see the daughter on the right. She's got the thought hairstyle. She's got the Selena Powell, thought hairstyle. Like, she's got the I fuck rappers and athletes hairstyle. Hi. Unbelievable. I'm still in absolute shock. At this dude. But yeah, I mean, dude, when Olivia rushed by the garage, dude, I freaked out. I forgot what I had. I dropped everything, dude. I fucking sprinted out the door. I said, get your ass back here. Oh my God. Woo. Wow. Yeah, he's a victim of his own. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's allowing his daughters to traumatize themselves. Dude. This is insane. I still can't believe it. Hubert Kolakowski says they look like two hoes. Yeah. Andy Miss Maximus says this is a catty, annoying woman wearing a male skin suit. Yeah, like, dude, why are we getting catty? Oh my God, dude. Yeah, she wore white Air Force Ones. Mr. J with the $2 super chat says both or one lost their V card. Yep. You know it. Yeah, Ariana Grande. Yeah. The Ariana Grande. What a dude. Yeah, this guy is a fucking loser. These poor little girls. No fucking clue. Oh yeah, Dad destroys fashion police. Oh yeah, you totally destroyed him. You look like a fucking idiot. All right, let's move to the next story before I lose my fucking mind here. So, shout out to TJ. For grabbing. So he got me a couple of TikToks, and apparently he said MTR covered this. He talked about it. I didn't get a chance to look at. I didn't get a chance to look at MTR's response to this. I just didn't have the time, but they're very poignant videos, and I'd like to go ahead and respond to them. So here we go. Wait a minute. Oops.
Men act like they too good to date. A lot of
Finally, someone has said it and worded it way better than I ever could have, because I have been saying this with my best friend for the longest now, to where it's like, if you look a certain way, it's like these men act like they are just like, it's always this certain look of female that they'll actually date and wife, because I guess they attribute it to like, oh, nice girl next door looking, like she won't possibly do this or that, she looks good on paper, I can bring her around family, this and a third, and she has the look, she has a very safe look. And myself and my best friend always talk about the fact that we feel as though, because we have tattoos, I'm very tatted, y'all can't see it now, but I have a lot of tattoos, because we are tatted and have more of like a, I'm not gonna say like, I'm trying to find a right way to say it, I don't know, anyway, because we don't have that girl next door look,
You look like hoes, sweetie.
men consistently try to fun girl us. These college educated men.
Oh,
it's always
wow.
them. Like when it comes to like they always assume that we only like hood guys, that they assume that they know our type, and they don't even give us a chance.
Gee,
Because
I wonder
me personally,
why.
I like college educated men. I went to college, and that's just what I like. I like nerds. I like fine nerds.
Oh, there we go.
I like squares. But these men always assume that my type is like, oh, I see she's tatted, she like hood niggas. That's like, and I'm just like, why do y'all keep doing that? And then not only keep doing that, but then you keep trying to put us in this fun girl category. And the fun girl is this category where it's like, I enjoy having fun with you, but I would never wife you.
Yeah,
you don't have the look of somebody that I would consider a wife. And it's like, what does a wife look like? Because just because somebody looks like your girl next door does not mean she's a good person.
Oh my God.
It's not
You gotta be
that's
kidding
just
me.
automatically educated. Me personally, in a nice way, I make a lot more than a lot of the girls that they consider like, like successful and stable and have like this great image. But I don't work a job that is like conventional, to where it's like
OnlyFans, anybody?
I can brag about what kind of job she has.
Of course she
can.
can.
They just always want to fun girl me. And I'm tired of people assuming that I like a certain type of guy and wanting to fun girl me, because personally, I want a family and commitment and a relationship and all of those things.
Yeah, not gonna happen, sweetie.
Married.
I'm sure you do.
And I'm tired of people assuming that because of my look that I'm a fun girl. I know how to have fun, but don't stop fun girling me.
how
I know how to have fun, but stop fun girling me. All right, so let's break this down.
black educated college men act like they too good to date. A lot of
Finally, someone has said it and worded it way better than I ever could have, because I have been saying this with my best friend for the longest now, to where it's like, if you look a certain way, it's like these men act like they are just like, it's always this certain look of female that they'll actually date and wife, because I guess they attribute it to like, oh, nice girl next door looking, like she won't possibly do this or that, she looks good on paper, I can bring her around family, this and a third. And
Yeah, so she's talking about girls that don't look like they belong to the streets. She says it's this certain look. Yeah, the certain look that they go for is the opposite of you. That's what they're going for. I don't know. It's this certain look. Yeah, it's a certain look where they don't have unnaturally colored hair. They don't have any tattoos. They don't have any crazy piercings. That's the certain look we're talking about. That's universal. Sweet cheese.
And she has the look. She has a very safe look. And
This is so funny. The safe look. Bitch, you're wearing a hose uniform. That's the way people are going to see you as.
myself and my best friend always talk about the fact that we feel as though, because we have tattoos, I'm very tatted, y'all can't see it now, but I have a lot of tattoos, because we are tatted and have more of like a, I'm not gonna say like, I'm I'm trying to find the right way to say it. I don't know.
Y'all look like hoes. That's what it is. She's trying to find the right way to say we look like hoes. We look like working girls.
Anyway, because we don't have that girl next door look.
No, it's not because you don't have the girl next door look. It's because you have the
she belongs to the streets
look. That's the look you have.
Men consistently try to fun girl us.
Translation, men consistently fun girl us. Fun girl is, I guess, the new way of saying recreational use only. That's it.
These college-educated men.
These college-educated men. These men with money. These men with money.
It's always them. Like, when it comes to, like, they always assume that we only like hood guys, that they assume that they know our type.
Well, that's because most bitches who like hood niggas look like you. That's what it is.
And they don't even give us a chance. Because me personally, I like college-educated men. I went to college, and that's just what I like.
No, sweetie. Just because you went to college does not mean... See, you can like college-educated men. Right? She's like, I went to college. This is just what I like. What she means to say is, well, I went to college. I deserve a college-educated man. No, you don't deserve shit. No, you deserve what you get, baby girl. Like, you deserve what you get. Just because you think you deserve something doesn't mean you actually deserve it.
I like nerds. I like fine nerds.
Oh, there it is. I like fine nerds. There it is. There it is. Game Cannon says fun zoned.
I like squares. But
Slayers?
These men always assume that my type is like, oh, I see she's tatted. She like hood niggas. That's like, and I'm just like.
That's because most bitches who are tatted up do like hood niggas.
Why do y'all keep doing that? And then now we keep.
Why do we keep doing that? Why do you keep judging a book by its cover, even though it's what we've done since literally the beginning of time? Why are you guys? I'm dressed like a city girl. I'm dressed like a hoe. But why do you guys treat me like a hoe? I mean, even though I'm dressed like a hoe, you shouldn't treat me like one. What? Fuck out of here. Give me a break.
Keep doing that, but then you keep trying to put us in this fun girl category. And
she said the word but. But no. Those are the same. We know you're hoes, and then we put you into the fun girl category. Like, we see you where it's not like, well, they say they want to wife me, but then they put us in the fun girl category, right? So what this says to me is that she's with dudes who are blowing smoke up her ass. Oh yeah, we love you, strong and independent, blah, 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 blah. They only tell this to fuck you, ladies. Men of means, high-value men only tell women like you that they love your independence and this and that and the other to try to get the cheeks. Once they get the cheeks to the streets, you shall return. That's what's happening. This woman is upset that she's being treated like a fun girl when she's dressed like what class? A fun girl.
The fun girl is this category where it's like, I enjoy.
She belongs to the streets.
That's the category.
Having fun with you, but I would never wife you. You don't have the look of somebody that I would consider a wife. And
nope.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Look. It's like we talk about all the time. Possibilities versus probabilities. Is it possible? Is it possible that this woman has the requisite skills, the requisite personality traits to be a good, doting, dutiful wife and mother? Yeah, it's possible. Is it probable?
Nope.
Not even close. Matter of fact,
oh hell no!
We judge books by its cover, guys. We judge books by its cover. And you know what? It's interesting. Whoever came up with the axiom, you can't always judge a book by its cover, had to be a woman. Had to be a woman. Because men, we understand. We understand our existence is a meritocracy. We understand that our existence is 100% a meritocracy. We know that we deserve what we get. We get what we deserve. We deserve what we get. We get what we work for. We get what we earn. We understand we have to work for certain things in life. We get that. But women are the only creatures, weirdly, American women, they're the only creatures who consistently complain about shit that they're not getting, even though that's what they're showing. This woman cannot understand for the life of her why she keeps getting tossed back to the streets. It's because of what you look like.
And it's like, what does a wife look like? Because just because somebody...
Not you. Like, what does a wife look like? Not you. Not you.
looks like your girl next door does not mean she's a good person. It's not...
Yeah, Devin points out her name is Cherry Poppin'. Yeah, like, you're on TikTok under the name Cherry Poppin'.
mean that she's automatically educated. Me personally, in a nice way, I make a lot more than a lot of the girls that they consider like,
I make a lot more. Oh, yeah. So he sent me the other video, and I don't really know why he sent me this video. I didn't figure out why he sent me the video until I actually looked at the video. So this video is when he pissed you off. So now you're off to make his favorite athlete fall in love with you at the club. Y'all look, check this out, man. Check this out. And it's very, very, this was very, very easy for me to pick up on. This woman's a stripper, guys. This woman is a stripper. The reason why I know she's a stripper is, number one, she looks like she is in, now, to the naked eye, it might look like a locker, or it might look like a locker room you might see at a gym, right? But if you look very carefully, if you look very carefully, hold on, damn it. I hate when that happens. There it is. If you look very carefully, you can see all of the lights, I don't know if any of you have ever been in a stripper dressing room, okay? But if you look very, very closely, all of the mirrors are lit up, number one. Number two, look at her bag. That does not look like a gym bag, but here's where most of you would, come on now. Here's where most of you would not, oh boy, this is, right at the bottom, I don't know why it's not letting me look at right at the bottom it says house fees. Guys, right at the bottom it says house fees. You don't have house fees. You don't have house fees at the gym. No. House fees are for the bartender, the DJ, the bouncers, tip outs, etc., etc. That's what the house fees are. Think of a hairdresser, right? Think of a hairdresser. A hairdresser has to pay for her seat. She has to pay for her seat. They don't just come in and, no, it's dude, hairdressers, barbers, it's the same thing. Well, strip clubs, it works the same way. Girls got to pay for the pole. But the DJ's not working for free. The bouncers damn sure ain't working for free. And the owner is like, dude, I'm getting my money off of this. So those are the house fees. This woman's a stripper. This stripper is she really asking with a straight face? Is she really asking with a straight face, why do men not take me seriously when you're a stripper? Not only do you look like you belong to the streets, you're a stripper. Nothing wrong with that. But why are you complaining about the outcome of your decisions? I'll never understand this. In the same vein, let's stick with the stripper. Let's stick with the stripper. Oops. Let's stick with the stripper stuff. So this video is things that being a scrippa at 18 got me. So let me rewind this if I can. Hang on a second. No. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, there we go.
To me, I fucked it.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I did not want the sound on because I know it's got some. There it is. Let me move Happy Hippo here. This is a very, very telling video. It's very, very short. Things being a stripper at 18 got me. So, dude, what the? I swear to God. Oh, God. Dude, Thank you. Man, TikTok is... Things being a scrippa at 18 got me. Dude. Okay. Dude, I swear to God, TikTok is as neurotic as... Jesus Christ. Okay, things being a stripper got me. Let's see. Okay. It got her a lot of cash, right? Moved out of my parents' house into my dream high-rise apartment. Okay, so far so good. Moved out of my parents' house. Yep, got her a dream car that looks like a Maserati. Fixed her biggest insecurities, which means she got a nose job and a bunch of lip filler. All of that. Happy, healthy pets. Yep, look, she's living large. Louis Vuitton, Prada, designer. Right at the end. Right at the end. Self-isolation and low self-esteem. That is the realest, dude. That's the realest. That is the realest. And you want to know something else? A lot of these girls who are OnlyFans creators, they go through this. They go through the same kind of stuff. They go through the same kind of stuff. But nobody wants to talk about that because just about every girl can start an OnlyFans. And listen, yes, every girl can be a stripper, but not every girl, more girls are doing OnlyFans than actually stripping. That's the way it is. That is absolutely the way it is. Ostrike said she's one injection away from duckbill. Yeah. That's what it comes with, guys. Listen, man, look. I got no problem with women being sex workers. Sex workers are a necessary part of life. They really are. They're a necessary part of life. I think sex workers they provide a service, and a good service is that. I'm working on the camera, guys. I'm working on the camera. Sex workers are a vital part of our society and economy. But there's a cost on both ends, man. If you're a man who pays for sex, that's going to have a negative effect on your psyche. If you're a man who pays for sex, if you pay for the box, you're going to be fucked up mentally in the head. Look at Abba and Preach. Right? I mean, Abba, I'm not even sure Abba has testicles, man. I'm not sure Abba has testicles, dude. I'm not sure of any of that stuff. Look how fucked up in the head he is. Look how he views women, life, and the world. That's what paying for box does, man. But on the other end, there is a terrible price to pay for women. When women use their bodies to make a living, yeah, look, fast money comes with long problems. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. And you can tell Ab I said that. You can tell him I said that. And if he doesn't like it, he can see me in the streets. All right, let's read these super chats and then we will get to the main event. We will get to the main event here. Thank you guys all for supporting. Okay. $2 super chat. Jack Vendetta. $2 says, a lion trying to convince us she's a vegetarian. That's exactly right. But it wasn't even that, Jack. She's not trying to convince us she's a vegetarian. She wants to know. It's almost like the lion wants to know why you're not inviting them to dinner. Right? Like, they know I'm a meat eater, but why do they not? Because you're going to fucking eat everybody. That's why. Mr. J with the $5 super chat says, fun girl, that's what they're being called now. Looks like a duck, sounds like a duck, it's a duck. Looks like a thought, act like a thought, it's a thought. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Let's go to Kes Unum with the $10 super chat. Says, I love how Donovan can pick up on the unsaid words. Happy to support you with the little money I have. You taught me a lot over the past few days. Appreciate that very much, Kes. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that very, very much. Geeky Anomaly, $5, says, if a millionaire dresses up like a homeless man and doesn't bathe for a week, he will be treated like a homeless man. Exactly. Look, you can't always judge a book by its cover, but you can most of the time. You can most of the time. Even though I look like a stripper and dress like a stripper, I don't belong to the streets. Fuck out of here. All right. It is now time for the main event. So we are going to finish up this cringy interview, or at least we're going to attempt to finish up this cringy interview between Just Pearly Things and the very interesting Abba. I almost called this dude Abba. Jesus Christ. The very interesting Hafiz, rather. Did I just call Hafiz Abba? Has Hafiz ever been on? I think Abba's probably been on the Roommates. He's probably been on the Roommates a time or two. All right. Look, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get this party started.
Image.
Oh, Jesus. Get this out of here. Sorry about that, guys.
Focus on you and me, conversation, other people, other content creators. If they're not in the room, let's not talk about them, but you keep on going.
Okay. What is your position on marriage then?
To me, marriage is the greatest blessing you'll ever have in your life, or it can also be the greatest burden you'll ever have in your life. It's the single most important decision that you'll make in your life, and it's a serious decision that people don't take seriously and have.
Okay, now Hafiz is starting to make some sense. It's the single greatest thing that it can happen in. I don't know. That's debatable, clearly. But it can be the biggest mistake you make in your life. Here's the problem. There are many, many, many benefits to being in a long-term cohabitating relationship. There are. Devin and I, we move, we act, we present like a married couple. We're not married. We're not privately married. We live together. We have for going on 6 years now. Almost 6 years. Almost 7, actually. Wow. Right? This is an extremely important decision. The problem here is that there isn't enough reward to justify the risk. You see, 50, 60 years ago, there was enough of a reward, there was enough of an upside that was worth taking the risk of marriage. Now, there's almost no upside. There is almost no upside. Geeky Anomaly says, after tomorrow, Donovan, no more Hafiz for at least 90 days. No, this is it. I'm not talking about Hafiz after this. This is it. I got a bunch of emails. Donovan, you got to finish the interview. I'll do my best to get there, but I'm not making promises.
Huge ramifications. I truly believe marriage and family. The family is the foundation of society. If there is no family, the society is.
Yep, I'm with it. I'm with him so far.
Run by the state, and that's what nobody wants. I'm not sure your political views, but most people don't want a society that's run by the state. We don't want communism. We don't want socialism. We need strong, independent families leading strong, independent communities. And so I totally understand that marriage is the foundation of it, but at the same time, choose the wrong woman, worst burden ever. Choose the right woman, greatest blessing ever.
What do you think about prenups? Did you get a prenup?
No.
No prenup?
No. I totally agree.
Wow. Do you have a prenup? Now, we already knew this from the CGA interview. But the fact that this dude does not have a prenup is... It's... This guy has been sold a bad bill of goods, man. And it's sad to see.
Agree. If you're a man and you want prenups, I'm not a money guy. There's other things that we talked about and we've obviously conversed.
I'm not a money guy. Money doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, number one.
Stop the cap.
That's not true. Number two, money just doesn't appear. Money doesn't just appear. Like, money takes time. It takes energy. It takes attention. It takes all of these commodities to create the resource of finances. For him to just come in here and say, I'm not a money guy, that's cap. That's cap. If I were to lose everything, I could start all over again. That's great, but you shouldn't want to. You shouldn't put yourself at risk.
with, money's not important to me. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? And so if you're a man, you want a prenup, or you're a woman, you want a prenup, all power to be to it. One of the things me and my friends had a great conversation about prenups, and I said the reality of it is the state has rules. If you're
Geeky Anomaly says, you're not a money guy until you lose it all. Yeah, right. Exactly.
your marriage falls apart. So you should have rules yourself. So this is what I was talking to Adam about the marital agreement. People don't realize prenup is like a smaller version of a marriage agreement, because prenup is only a few things, but there's a lot more things that you need to have in your marriage. I.e., what happens if you and I pass away in a car accident? Who do our kids get raised by? There's a lot of things that you need to be able to sit down with your partner and talk about. So to me, a prenup is just the beginning. You need to have a whole agreement where you talk about all these nuanced conversations.
It doesn't matter what you put in a contract. A woman, no one's going to do what they don't want to do. It's just not going to work that way, Hafiz. I remember he talked about negotiating sexual encounters with his wife. Like, no. If your wife doesn't want to have sex with you, she's not going to say, well, I did sign the marital agreement to have sex with him at least twice a week, so I guess I got to pull up my bootstraps and rally. No. If a woman doesn't want to fuck, she's not fucking, fam. It ain't happening. Gaptooth Gain says, if money ain't important, then why does he charge for his courses? For the same reason why I charge for mine. Because money is important to me.
And topics to be able to benefit your marriage in the long run.
Do you think that men or women are more to blame for the high divorce rate?
Oh boy.
Or do you think it's equal?
Primarily men, because
this nigga really said that men are the problem. Yeah, there's got to be something. There's got to be. This has to be financially motivated, because I don't like Hafiz does not come across to me as someone who's stupid. He knows. He's got to know. He's got to know. So he says it's mainly men's problem. I'm sorry. Women file for divorce 75% of the time. 3 out of 4 marriages are ended by women. 9 out of 10 relationships are ended by women. How is this the man's fault?
And here's why.
Okay.
Who is the leader in society?
Men. Well, actually, no. Now that it's like women make 70 to 80% of consumer buying.
This is funny. So now he's blaming this. Now, well, men were at the helm. Now, I will say this, guys. We as men, we have to bear some of the responsibility. We have to bear some of that responsibility. Yes, feminism is a scourge, and it's destroyed our country, and it's destroyed the family. It would be disingenuous of us as men to say, hey, we were not complicit in that somehow. No, men were as complicit. Men, we were and are still as complicit as women are, or were as women are, for the state of the sexual marketplace. But most men don't want it this way. The only reason why men accept it is because they have to. That's it. Thug Nasty says he's most definitely grifting. Maybe he is. Because this is crazy talk.
Who's the leader? I'm curious. To your people, put it on her camera.
Yeah.
Tell the people who's the leader in society.
No, men, you're right. Men lead.
So she believes.
But women have a lot of power in society today.
But you simply do. Who leads, men or women?
Men. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
If men are the leaders and your team loses, you play volleyball, you play Division I sports, you know this thing.
Listen to this.
I wish.
If you are the leader of your team, the team loses. What should the leader do? Whose fault is it then? When the quarterback loses the game, his receiver drops the touchdown. What does the quarterback say when the interviewer asks him, why did we lose the game?
It's on me.
He takes accountability. Even if there was...
He takes accountability. He doesn't say it was all my fault. What Hafiz is doing is he's trying to put the terrible state of the dating market all on men. No, it is mostly women's fault. Yes, we are complicit. But let's not absolve women for their fuckery either.
There's something that other people did to contribute to the loss. The quarterback never throws his team under the bus, which is why Ron Rivera...
Actually, and his name is Ron Rivera.
the Redskins head coach. Everybody got mad at him because he blamed Carson Wentz for losing. Is Carson Wentz playing good?
Yeah.
Heck no, he's playing like Garbaggio. But
now this is another dude who's bought into the Carson Wentz Kool-Aid. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers routinely throws his teammates under the bus. Kyler Murray does the same thing. But this ain't a football team, okay? Here we go with these analogies, because women have gotten out of pocket on our watch. It's our fault. Now, granted, women can't do anything without male power, but guess what? Women are being controlled by men, Hafiz. Namely you. You are under the control of a woman and a pastor who's clearly influenced by a woman. Terrible analogy.
The coach cannot go before the audience and say, oh, the reason we're losing because of him. You're the leader. Put that on your back. Are there things that women have done and feminism has done to contribute to the breakdown of society? 100,000%. But man, I thought we were the leaders. I thought we were in charge. How did we let this day happen?
This is disingenuous. So he's basically saying, yeah, we can hold women accountable, kinda, but we're the ones that have to, okay, Hafiz, and how do you, and here's the thing. I think it's obvious that most men do not want the dating market to be this way. Most men don't want it to be this way. So why is it still the same? If we are the leaders and had the power to just change this stuff, then why won't we? Because we can't. We are not in power anymore, Hafiz. Fuck out of here.
How do we let it get to this place? So me personally, I understand that if you're going to be the leader, you get the final say and you get the responsibility.
That's the problem, Hafiz. That's the problem. Men are not having the final say, dude. See, this guy is floating back and forth between the patriarchy and the matriarchy. Okay? He wants to give women, and what he's doing is exactly what feminism seeks to do. They want all of the authority without any responsibility. No, we don't have any authority, but we have all the responsibility. That's what's going on. Women have all the authority, no responsibility. None. They're not accountable for any decision they make. They're not accountable for it. It's always somebody or someone else's fault. Men, we have no authority but all the responsibility. We have absolutely no authority. That father letting his daughters go to the homecoming dance looking like a couple of sluts. If something happens to his daughters, guess what? They're going to blame him. But you want to know something? He told us in that video, he said, look, if it were up to me, they'd be wearing Snuggies. What that means is that he wasn't in charge. He doesn't have the authority. He literally does not have the authority. Something bad happens to his daughters that night, the finger's going to be pointed at him. Hafiz doesn't realize that Hafiz thinks we're responsible, but he doesn't realize that we don't have any authority. Yeah, we've got the physical muscles and this, that, and the other. Just because people point the finger at us and tell us we're responsible does not mean we have authority. Hafiz is really missing the mark here. Just because you say we have responsibility, that does not mean we have authority. Because if we have responsibility, that gives us authority. That man is responsible for his daughters. He's responsible. If a man is responsible for his daughters, wouldn't it be safe to say, doesn't it make sense at the very least to say, okay, well, listen, if he's going to be responsible for what happens to these girls, why don't we give him a say in terms of what they wear when they leave the house? Responsibility and authority are almost one and the same. You cannot have one without the other, but that's exactly what's happening. Women are given all of this authority, but not given any responsibility. They have the authority to go out and have unprotected sex with as many men as they want. But as soon as they become a single mother, now they're living off the state. Oh, she became a single mother because she had unprotected sex with a dude she had no business having unprotected sex with? Let's give her food. Let's give her housing. Let's give her education. Let's put her in beauty school. That's what happens. Women have they have all the authority, no responsibility. And Hafiz is drinking that Kool-Aid. So he's blaming us for feminism. No. What is happening is that women have all the authority but no responsibility, you idiot.
When the team loses.
I actually kind of agree with that.
Hey, we agree.
I kind of agree with that. Yeah, because I think women wanted a certain amount of power and like men gave it to them. Like who developed birth control? It was men. But I do think like it's kind of on the women though too, because we asked for it. And so it's like if you're gonna ask for it, then you can't be mad at the consequences. And now, but the problem
There it is. She says if you ask for it, you can't be mad at the consequences. There you go. There you go. Ostrike $5 says they're destructive to themselves and others because they admire strength. The best way to verify genuine, legitimate strength, destructive testing. Oh, dude. Real talk. Jesus, with the $5 super chat, says women's rights. What about women's wrongs? Yeah, they don't exist.
problem is I think now women have more power than men. Like that's just
yes, they do.
Like we make 70 to 80% of consumer
buying
decisions, and we make up. And it's been proven that women decide elections.
If you truly believe that the power, I feel like I'm an Andrew Tate right now. The power in today's world is being held in the hands of women, you are deceiving yourself. You think the global elites are a bunch of women who are ruining the world? This is not Wonder Woman.
See, I haven't gotten to the elite stage of red pill yet. Listen, the elites, that's like a term I haven't gotten there yet.
If you think who's running the world are women, you do not understand the way the world works.
Now he's back condescending to her. Pearl is right, Hafiz. Pearl is right. There is a reason why Victoria's Secret is now using plus-size models. Okay? There's a reason for that. It's because most women in this country are overweight. There is a reason why jewelry commercials are marketed towards women. Because they make 80% of the buying decisions. And yes, women decide elections. Yes, they do. And the people that run the world are very concerned about the economy. That's why they have to market to women. This guy is, oh my God. Scotty didn't know with the $20 Canadian super chat says, for your hustle and letting brothers know what Hafiz isn't saying. Yeah, dude, this guy is full of it.
Men run the world. Men have the power. Just because
listen, he's right, but he's wrong. Men run the world, but we would all, 99.9% of men, if asked, if you could snap your finger and change the dating market to go back to the 1950s, would you do it? Bingo! We would do it. So why does this deregulated, now globalized sexual marketplace, why does it keep devolving? Because the men that are running the world don't want to, either can't or won't do anything about it. Men run the world. That's very, very true. But women run everybody's lives, man. Pearl just said it. Women decide elections. They make 80% of the buying decisions. Venwin25 says he talks like a feminist. Dude, real talk. Oh my God. Jack Vendetta with the $5 super chat says, it appears that Hafiz is attempting to become a more refined version of Derek Jackson. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think that's what it is. And I think that's why he's wearing the suit and everything. I actually like the jacket and suit combo. I like the color. I didn't like the suit he had on with Saucecast, but I actually like this. I like this ensemble.
Women a little bit of consumer spending goods to be able to shop on useless things on Amazon just because they give individuals a right to vote occasionally. You think the men are not ruling this world?
Yeah, maybe
Hafiz isn't making any sense.
A small percentage, but women, we're the ones that are bailed out of every bad decision we make.
Who allows those rules?
Yeah.
Why do they allow?
But then at the same time, who elects those people? Women.
There it is. It's a democracy
in the U.S. Women decide elections.
You think this is a democracy here?
Oh my God!
You think this is a free democracy where the people are choosing the leaders? Come on, you're too young for this.
I don't think women decide elections. We're more.
Do you really believe,
dude? Now Hafiz, oh my God, now he's acting like a black helicopter guy. I know more than you. He's using her age. You're too young for this. Yeah, apparently you are too, Hafiz. Pearl is right. That's dude. The reason why lawmakers have these laws in place is because women are putting them in office. Women are putting them in office, and Pearl just took personal accountability. Who makes these bad decisions? Well, who allows them? No, Hafiz, bruh. At some point, we have to give them responsibility. There he is. Now, he's saying that they don't have any authority and no responsibility. We all know that that's not true.
Okay.
The power in the free world is being decided. They're letting people freely decide the elections. You think if they don't want somebody in power, they're not going to make sure this person's not going to be in power? My point of
okay, so you're on the voter.
I'm just having fun.
Okay. No, I don't.
You gotta get the red pill conspiracy theory. This is their red meat. They want to hear stuff.
I don't subscribe to the stealing elections.
Hafiz is a fucking idiot, dude. He really is, dude. Like I used to think he was intelligent, but all he does is filibuster and bully. Like he's not saying anything.
I didn't say stealing elections.
That's what it seemed like you were.
I didn't say stealing elections, but you just sat here for 45 seconds straight and said, "Do you think democracy has anything to do?" You think we're actually? That's literally what you said.
I never said anything about stealing elections.
Okay.
I never said anything about stealing elections. I'm just communicating certain ideas. And so my point.
Oh, an ideology.
When you asked me, you said, who is at fault? I cannot say I'm a man. Men are the leaders. And then blame it. Do women have a...
There it is. It's our fault. We have... See, what Hafiz is saying, he's like, look, we have all the authority, but we have all the responsibility. He's wrong. He's wrong. We bear all the responsibility and have no authority. This is where he's wrong.
Responsibility to the destruction society. Of course they do. But men are the leaders. It stops with us. A man had to make this a law. A man had to say this was okay.
But the women
that were elected by women.
Elected them. I don't know.
So you believe that the women are elected.
So now he's going right back to the stealing elections thing.
The men, and then the men are... So you believe the women are the master puppeteers who are electing the political pundits to...
Yes, Hafiz. That's exactly what's happening. That's how lost this dude is. That's how lost this guy is. This is crazy.
Do their bidding. I'm telling you right now, if you truly, if you really believe that the powers in Russia, the powers in China.
Oh, Hafiz, my friend, Russia and China are very different from the United States, my friend. Very, very different. Dude, there are places in China. Dude, there are places in China that ban feminist content because they don't want to erode their country. That's a country led by men. Russia is definitely a country led by a man, 100%. To compare Russia and China to the United States, that is, well, you talk about a straw man argument.
The powers all over these world superpowers are being run because of a woman electing somebody into office. I'm telling you right now, you might need a little bit more political research.
Well, I just think it's like when women get into power, we trend towards communism. So I don't know. I just think I agree with you. Like I do think men lead, and so I think the power they gave to women, like they did give it to us.
Explain North Korea. Explain China. You think China gave power to women?
No,
you said,
dude, but these are other countries, Hafiz. We're not talking about them. We're talking about us. This is where you live.
They're leaning toward communism. You said you think China gave power to women. That's why they're leaning towards communism. Get back to relationships, politics. Let's stay in relationships. So back to the relationships. Who is the major person that's at fault in regards to the breakdown of the families? Do women have a role? Yes, but I call men the leaders, so men are primarily responsible.
Do you think men?
Okay, men are primarily responsible, so that's just going to be a fundamental. That's going to be a fundamental difference between us and him.
Are more different today, or women are more different today than the 1940s? 30s?
I honestly think it's both, and here's why.
Now that I agree with.
Testosterone levels at men are at all-time what?
Low.
All-time low. You know this stuff. You know the red pill talking points, right? So you know these things. So of course, 100%. If men, the man in 1944, I always butcher the year, who invaded Normandy. Are they the same men today who are wearing their blue hair and their pronouns are him, her, and zip and zed and zoop and zoop? Are those the same men that were invading Normandy back in the day?
There are some weird male feminists.
Come on, man! You think those things are the same ones? The dudes wearing.
I've interviewed some. I'm like, oh god.
The dudes wearing dresses. You think these are the same guys that were back in the 1940s?
No, you're right.
Come on. No. What are we talking about? So that's one of my arguments. Is like, fellas.
Midas Spade says he is illogical and continually distracts or overtalks disingenuous. Yeah, this guy argues in bad faith. He does.
Have women devolved? Heck yeah, but look at what the...
Yeah, but we ask them to. We'll be like...
But why did you...
They're
Listen, man, you are in charge.
Yeah,
you are
we
the
should've
boss.
this is where he's wrong. Men, we're not in charge. We're not the boss, dude. We're not.
Listen to women, right?
What? Don't listen to somebody when they're telling you to do the wrong thing. As a leader, it's like you use Andrew Tate example that people don't like.
Oh, here's another name drop. He likes to do this.
If I am the parent and my child told me I want cotton candy every day for the rest of my life.
You say women are children?
I told you I'm using the example, and we're going to...
But women are... Coach Greg Adams says this all the time. Women are children with breasts. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But here's the problem, Hafiz. You can prevent a kid from eating cotton candy for the rest of its life. But when it gets to be an adult, if a kid wants to eat cotton candy, they're going to eat cotton fucking candy. Like, dude, we're the leaders, but we don't control women. This guy is crazy.
We can get the people going.
We are a little bit.
We're having fun here. We're having fun. If you have a child and that child said they want cotton candy for every single day for the rest of their life, and you are the leader, you are in charge, and then that child says they want it, what do? Do you just simply say the child is crying out giving the cotton candy? Or do you say, I'm in charge, I'm the leader, what's best for you is this? You're not getting that nonsense and that foolishness.
Well, there you go.
What do you say? I'm curious. You're smarter than me. Please teach the people.
See, here we go. Here, more of this condescension. You're smarter than me. Oh, you need to do some more political research. This guy, he thinks he's smart.
You should just give the kid whatever they want.
I love it. Exactly.
I'm just kidding. Just give it. Just listen to the 4-year-old.
Listen to the 4-year-old. So my
right. But these 4-year-olds eventually become 24-year-olds. You can't dude, we can't nobody is under anybody's control here, man.
Point is that if you are the leader and you're responsible for somebody, you have to make the best decisions. And even if the decision makes them upset, you got to do what makes them healthy and in the long run. So
here's the problem. Most women don't want what's best for them. Most women want what they want, not what they need. This guy is trying to reduce feminism and its widespread its widespread influence. He's trying to compare it to a parent raising a child. No, the parent has complete control over the child. It has all of the authority, all of the responsibility. But that's not the way it is these days. The gynocentric media is more powerful than all of us. All of the responsibility, none of the authority.
So that's my personal opinion on these things.
Wow.
Do you think that polygamy could be a solution going forward?
No, because
here we go.
Polygamy would destabilize society, and this is what blows my mind about the red pill and the red pill. Some of the red pill guys always talking about how a high value man exercises options. Imagine a guy.
That's how I started. Was because my dad's in in that category, and I called him. I'm like, Dad, where are your hoes? You're supposed to have some.
Oh Lord Jesus!
I was so confused. I was like, I didn't grow up with it this.
Listen.
Now Hafiz is right on this one. If polygamy were allowed, like legally allowed, then yeah, it would destabilize society. Oh, wait a minute, it already has. This is what Hafiz doesn't realize. There is already polygamy happening. What is polygamy? It's one man, it's one person in a relationship with many people, right? That's what's happening. The top 10%, the top 10 to 20% of men are fucking 80% of the women. We already live in a polygamous state. That's why our society is destabilizing. Unbelievable. Dude.
So this is a different world.
We got to do a lot of...
When they were explaining it, I was like, wow, this is very different than what
you drank the Kool-Aid. You're fully in it. But hopefully by the end of today's conversation...
You realize I don't agree with cheating. Okay. I've never said I agreed with cheating.
I just say you drank the Kool-Aid.
No.
You drank some of the
Doesn't that mean then I'm a part? Doesn't that mean then I have a different opinion on it?
See, this is what Hafiz tries to do. And this is the same thing that Kevin Ray Wilder tried to do. All you red pill guys, all of your talking points, I'm going to hold you accountable for blah, 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 blah. Kevin Ray Wilder came on and said, well, Rollo Tomasi said X, Y, and Z, but then you went and did. I was like, whoa, that's what Rollo said. Like, Rollo and I have a few fundamental disagreements. We have a few fundamental disagreements. But that doesn't mean that we are 1,000% lockstep in everything, right? Hafiz is trying to group Pearl in. It's like he's trying to group her in. Well, you drank the red pill Kool-Aid. No, she didn't drink any Kool-Aid. She took the red pill. That's what happens.
I thought that's what that meant when you said you drank the Kool-Aid.
What I'm saying is that there's certain ideologies and beliefs that you have that when I hear you say them, I'm like, dang, I remember that video.
Like what?
Where somebody uttered that idea, and I'm like, man, did she copy and paste it, or did she genuinely believe it? And so going back to the point.
Well, if things make sense to me, if someone has a good argument, like, why would I not repeat it?
There you go.
If I've researched it
and we all parrot off of each other. We all parrot off of each other at one point or another. Like, this is just what happens.
And I think it's a good argument.
You've just seen some of the things you haven't researched. So my rule of thumb is that
the definition of a praxeology.
100%.
Okay.
100%. Because you called me out and you said it's not an ideology. You said it's a praxeology. You don't even know what that word even means.
Yeah, but now that we know what it means, Hafiz, it is a praxeology, you fucking idiot. This guy, this is crazy.
Top of my head, no, you're right. I just had a general idea.
Okay, cool.
All right. So Pearl is she's arguing in good faith because she's like, okay, I said this, I probably meant to say that, etc., etc. Pearl is not, dude. Pearl's not doing this for affirmation. She's doing this for confirmation. She's arguing in good faith, like she's admitting, okay, I had this part wrong. I shouldn't have said that. And I'll admit it. Hafiz is not, dude, he's not conceding on anything. Ostrike with the $2 super chat says, polygamy results in oppression or revolution. That is very true. And that's what's really happening. That's what's really happening, man.
Regards, you asked me about polygamy. It destabilizes society. Here's why. Think about a guy like an Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is tall. He's handsome. He's successful. If Andrew Tate was like, I want everybody's girl, he can Genghis Khan this whole planet. He could. He could Genghis Khan this whole planet, and like Genghis Khan did. And here's the reality: for the average guy, it doesn't benefit him because if you
what he's describing is exactly what's going on now.
Even if you've seen freaking Braveheart, right? Obviously, it's a fictional movie, but it's an example with prima nocte going on in Scotland. There was a time in the day where if a dude wanted your woman, they pull up and they take your woman. What are you going to do about it? I'm in charge.
And so I've never seen Braveheart, but
you're missing out on 2.5% of your life.
TV, but
it's a movie. 2.5% of your life is missing. You haven't watched Braveheart. My point of it,
Braveheart was good,
and this is why, like, I had so much respect for when Andrew Tate was talking about male promiscuity wasn't a good thing, because as a guy, if guys wanted to take all, they could play that Genghis Khan game, and that.
But they do. They do, Hafiz. The only difference is they're not pulling up to camp to take your girls. No. Now what these guys are doing is sliding into your girls' Instagram DMs. What Hafiz is describing is exactly what's happening. But it's not happening overtly, it's happening covertly. The sexual marketplace has been deregulated and globalized. Andrew Tate is out here Genghis Khanning other people's women. There are women in relationships who go out and get flown out and get smashed out by rappers, athletes, and the blue check mafia. That's exactly what's happened. So what he described in a primitive sense is exactly what's happening now. The only difference is now the guy wanting to snake your boo doesn't have to go through the village. He just has to slide in through her DMs. Every parameter that we as men have put in place to protect women from themselves has now been contradicted and now subverted. All of the things we have in place to keep women safe, the buildings, the laws, etc., etc., all of that is completely undermined by the almighty smartphone. The almighty smartphone is the one vehicle. It is the one vehicle that anyone can get access to destroy your life. To destroy your life. So, what he's talking about, the destabilization of the West, that's happening right now. And it is literally because polygamy is happening. It might not be what we call it, but that's what's happening.
It disrupts society, and you think men today are complaining about 1/3 of men don't have sex, and all the Chads and Tyrones are having sex, and not me. Let polygamy be normal.
Hafiz, polygamy is normal, bruh. And dudes, and what he just described again. Yes, 30% of men between the ages of 18 and 30 are virgins. That's because of polygamy, my friend. That's because of polygamy. 20% of men are fucking 80% of the women. That's polygamy, bruh. 60% of men who have ever existed have never procreated, whereas 100%, 99% of women has. That's polygamy. And honestly, the way things are now, I would say within the next, if things keep going the way they are, I would say within the next 100 years, that might even move up to 70% of all total men in existence never procreating. That's what's happening. We're seeing this now live. We now have the data. 60% of men have never procreated. 1,000 years ago, it was probably 40%. 500 years ago, it was probably 50-50. Now here we are at 60-40. In another 100 years, it'll be 70-30. What's happening right now is exactly what Hafiz is talking about. This is why men are not happy.
Let the game, let the floodwaters really let free.
And they are.
So to me, I truly believe
the floodwaters are let free on Instagram.
It destabilizes society and they create an equal opportunity for all men. We have to be able to say no, one man, one woman.
What do you think if it was like they could have multiple, but it would be like capped? You like don't some religions?
That's Islam. That's Islam.
Yeah,
Islam is up to 4 wives.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you thought that was like. Would you feel the same way? Because wouldn't it be? It would be like
the same thing.
Polygamy, but it wouldn't be like on steroids. Like no Genghis Khans out here.
Yeah. So that's Islam's argument, right? Is the Islamic community's argument is that, but it also destabilizes society. Because think about it right now. Your numbers, girl. Like I said, you're smarter than me.
Yeah.
Let's say we had 100 women, and there was 99 men. Let's say 99 men in society, right? 100 women, 99 men. How can every man get 4 wives? How many wives? How many men can get 4 wives
before? You would still have the problem.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, I agree with that.
What it is now, though.
And you told me that's the problem in today's world.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's why I'm so passionate. I'm like, yo,
hey man, look, he makes a good point. But polygamy is happening right now. We might not call it polygamy, but that's exactly what's happening.
You truly believe the problem in today's world is promiscuity, is a few women going to all the Chaz and Tyrone. How can you ascribe to this high value man exercise option and be able to have multiple women?
I don't subscribe to that. Yeah.
We're having fun.
When you say you, I think because like when you say you, like I think you're talking about me because it's me and.
Well, the reason why Pearl now says that is because Hafiz has been personal. He's been extremely personal up to this point. And understand what Hafiz is talking about. He's talking to the Red Pill audience as a whole. He's talking to the Red Pill audience as a whole. But what it really comes down to, pardon me, what it really comes down to is that he is talking about Pearl. He keeps, blah, 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 blah.
You?
No.
So if I say you, like I would think that you know.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to the people. We're just talking to the people. You know what I mean? I want to ignore the beautiful people on the camera.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to communicate.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, I realized that if we're trying to really help society, one man can't have 10, 15, 20 girls. It's not.
No, one man doesn't have 10, 15, 20 girls, bruh. But that's what's happening. And that's why the West is destabilizing. That's why the West is destabilizing. Because we have average girls all thinking they deserve above average men. This is happening right now.
Not going to help us. It's not going to help that average dude in Indiana. It's not fair.
So my dad, when I
it's not fair. It's not fair. Life isn't fair, and it never will be, Hafiz. The only reason why polygamy is not legal is because, just like you said, if it were legal, then it would be even more overt. But make no mistake. Most women want the same men. 90% of women want the same top 10% of men. So just because there aren't any laws against polygamy doesn't mean that these women aren't out here trying to be with these men. We say it all the time. Women would rather share an alpha than have a beta male all to herself. That's female nature, man. That's all there is to it. Derek Rosenfield, $5 super chat, says, this whole Hafiz situation comes down to one simple fact. Hafiz finally got laid. His every word and action betrays this. Wow. Okay.
When I told my dad that, he was like, "Yeah, have these guys try one wife before they try 4."
And let's talk about it. So to me, my number one, my
Yeah.
second pushback, one of my many 75 pushbacks on the red pill ideology is like, if you've had one wife, having 3 to me is like torture. I'm being honest with you. Not saying my one wife is torture. I'm saying having 3 because those 3 are competing for your time, energy, and attention.
Oh. 3 women competing for your time, energy, and attention. Your time, energy, and attention. Guys, I'm here to tell you. Women are always on their best behavior when there are more than one of them competing for the same man. Let me repeat that. When a group of women are competing for the same man, they are always on their best behavior. If you reverse the genders, it's the opposite. When one woman is being, when multiple men are competing for a single woman, they behave very badly. Case in point, The Bachelor versus The Bachelorette. All of the women on The Bachelor, they put their best faces forward in front of The Bachelor. They're nice, kind, they're deferent, they're feminine, they're docile, they're kind, they're sweet, right? Then you take a look at The Bachelorette. Hannah Brown. That girl fucked at least 3 contestants. She was wrapping her legs. Dude, she acted like a complete whore. That's because she had multiple men competing for her. So for Hafiz to say, oh my God, it would be miserable. No, it would not be miserable. It would actually be quite peaceful. It would be very, very peaceful because when you have, listen, I don't give a shit what they do, not in my presence. You guys can argue, fuss, and fight, but in front of me, you're going to mind me. And when there's more than one woman involved, women are always better behaved. Women are always better behaved when they're competing with other women. If you have a girlfriend and she knows she's got one bitch that will absolutely fuck your man, that would absolutely fuck her man if given half the chance, oh yes, her ass is on her best behavior. You better fucking believe it. One time I actually had to tell Devin. This one time, and this is something that y'all might have to do too. I'm texting Devin, hey, I'm trying to get this done. I need to upload this video, that video. And she just wasn't responsive. Like 2-3 minutes at a time. And so finally I had to say, yo, check this out. One of my models responds more quickly than you do. I had to tell her. You guys know Caitlin, the redheaded model? The star of the Womany series. I had to tell her straight up, yo, check this out. I've got this Instagram girl that I've hired multiple times, that I've traveled with to multiple cities. She responds quicker than you do. Fucking change it. What did she do? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. And I have never had to tell her that again. When women know that you could smash other women and that those other women would absolutely smash you, they fall right back in line. Competition is good for women in relationships. Competition is good for women in relationships. When women compete for men, they're on their best behavior. When men compete for women, nope.
My name is Hafiz. Hafiz is not an African name for ignorant people. It's not a Nigerian name, highly educated people. It's an Arabic name. My family is all Arabic. Every male in my family, my dad's side of the family, is Muslim. I come from a polygamous background. The reality of the matter is polygamous families have issues. They have issues. It's not freaking bliss.
What issues are there? Like, because I don't know anyone that personally grew up with that. So I'm just curious.
Give you an example. You have a woman like you.
Okay.
You're the smart wife. You're intelligent. You're submissive. You do everything the right way. You're attractive. Everything is great. Then the husband says, I want to spend more time with you. I want your kids to go to the best schools. I want your kids to have the nicest.
So it's like
favoritism.
Have a favorite.
And not how the other women going to feel about you. They're going to hate you.
Does it come and go? Because I'd imagine like there'd be seasons because everyone's got pros and cons. Or does he usually have a one favorite that's like always the favorite?
You can't have 10 women and not have one favorite.
Of course not. Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking like in a friend group, like I'll have one favorite, but then she might annoy me, and then like it'll switch.
But you deep down inside know there's a friend that you naturally get along with more than everybody else. It may be seasonal when you get along with somebody else, but over the long span of a friendship, I naturally gravitate towards this person.
So it's kind of like there's like jealousy that builds up because 100%. He doesn't. What's the most wives? One of your.
Like I said, it's not. I can't talk on behalf of my family because my dad is only talking about these things publicly.
Oh, okay.
But
what's the most wives you've seen?
MGTOW by Logic says there are no solutions, Hafiz. You ass, only trade-offs. That's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. H. Ravino 95 with the $5 super chat says, "Hey Donovan, off topic, but is there any plans for you to be on Fresh and Fit again anytime soon? I enjoy watching those and then watching your breakdowns on it." Yeah. What is this? October. We'll be down there soon. I'm not exactly sure when. But yeah, definitely.
Or like personally know someone.
People don't. So in Nigeria, I'm Nigerian. There's 3 major tribes. There's Yoruba, there's Igbo, and there's Hausa. Most Nigerians that you meet in the Western world are Yoruba and Igbo.
I've met.
Oh, now see, this is all very new to me. This, I guess, will be educational.
Igbo,
then. You rarely meet Hausa. You will never. They stay in Nigeria. Hausas are predominantly Muslims. Those guys, 20, 25.
Wow.
Like those. They will keep on taking and keep on taking, but some of them, like the religion holds them back. But you got to think about it. The religion caps them at 4, but how many people really follow their religion all the way? You know what I mean? Like Christianity said you shouldn't have sex until marriage.
No, that's not.
Who really is gonna stop?
Okay, because I live in London, and so like there's a lot of I've had so many Nigerians on my. I feel like Nigerian people just really like to share their opinions. Like, I don't know why.
It's our culture.
Especially Igbos. I don't know. I don't understand the tribes. I don't know the background. This is just I've had so many Igbos. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
On my show, and they're all but yeah, I forgot where I was going with that.
You were saying that the Nigerian. I was making a point about having multiple wives and about the cap.
The Nigerian uncle. That's always that. They always say like be careful of the Nigerian uncle because it's in London. Because what'll happen is they're like he'll spoil. Like this is they said it like because I've heard him reference this mysterious Nigerian uncle.
The Nigerian uncle.
He'll spoil you. And whatever, but he has a whole family.
100%. That's what they do.
God damn, all right.
Unfortunately, part of the culture, the polygamous culture. So yeah, to the original question, it destabilizes society, and that's why I'm just like, if you're really,
I did not know that about Nigerians. I didn't know Nigerians. I did not know Nigerians had games like that.
Trying to help men, you know that you need to tell, hey man, you guys need one. Then so the other guys can have more. Think about it, like you said, you want to incentivize women, incentivize what you want to see more. If the women realize that, hey, you're not going to be so and so's side chick, you're not going to be so and so's 4th or 5th wife. You're going to have to lower your standards.
Jerry Ayala says Pearl got stuck on Nigerians real quick. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Change them, like you said, it will change them. But if every woman knows, I can be Future's number 17. I can be so-and-so number 15.
But that's what they're doing.
That's going to continue to create this issue that we're having in today's world.
No, look. He's this is actually one of the few times Hafiz is actually speaking facts. Man. She's he's right. But we're seeing this happen right now. We're seeing this happen right now, guys.
Yeah. It's just like my thing is I feel like you can't change like certain things that just are. And I always say I don't feel bad for a single girl that got cheated on by a pro athlete.
Nope. Neither do I.
I don't have a bit of sympathy.
Neither do I.
I don't like you knew what you signed up for.
100%.
Like come on.
Or rapper. Seriously.
Like you have that freaking Jason Derulo.
Of course.
His like baby mom. She's like going on live, like crying, like, oh, he cheated. I'm like, he's humping girls on stage. What did you expect?
Even Adam Levine is like, really? He's Adam Levine in Maroon 5.
Yeah,
what do you
it's like I'm not gonna say what they should and shouldn't do because it's like
wow, look at this. Looks like we've got some moments of sanity. Imagine that.
They work to get to that point, you know.
Here's my pushback.
And so I can't change the way the world just like is. You know, and so when you have someone that's like good looking, they have clout, because I would say like most of the millionaires, like the rich people I know, were kind of nerds. Like nerds aren't really
Okay, so now this is a discussion. I
mean, I know Bill Gates was on his wild shit, but like, but like, so like that's why I would say the community I was in like wasn't that big with that. But I'm like, yeah, if you want to be a part of that lifestyle, that just kind of comes with it. And I'm not here to tell them what to do or tell them how to live their life, but it's just like, ladies, if you go for that type of guy, that's what comes with it.
Here's my pushback to you.
Yeah.
He just agreed with her, and now he's going to push back.
I agree with you, but to a point.
Uh-huh.
The men can't lie. My problem with Adam, I don't know his whole story, is that if they lied, I'm not saying he did it.
Yeah.
My thing is that if you are that kind of guy, you should let her know up front. Because
why should Adam Levine have to let her know up front? Dude, if I'm the strong safety for the Seattle Seahawks, why should I have to tell a woman, hey, look, I'm going to have other bitches? No, it's understood. I'm a top fucking quarter percenter. I'm a physical specimen. I make millions of dollars. Of course I'm going to be fucking around. Why should I have to explain that? If I have to explain to a woman as a professional athlete or a rapper, hey, now I'm going to have other bitches, then guess what? You're with the wrong bitch. Fuck out of here.
I played college football. A lot of my friends played in the NFL. The men are not masculine enough to look at the woman in the eyes and be like, I'm going to have others. I'm going to be on tour.
Shouldn't have to. She shouldn't. Dude, you shouldn't have to. Women aren't stupid, Hafiz. They're not stupid.
I'm going to be in different cities. There will be others. I will never, no babies, whatever the rules that they have for their infidelities. But my problem is when the guys lie to the women.
I agree with you.
That's the problem.
You shouldn't lie.
Look, a lot of people like to say, well, if he loves you, he won't cheat on you. No. There are many men who are in relationships with women they love to the moon and back, who regularly smash girls on the side, but they never find out about them. Ever. The difference between a man who loves you, ladies, if you're watching, all 7 of you watching, the difference between a man who loves you and a man who doesn't is the man who loves you will never let you find out that he's smashing other girls on the side. That's just the way of it. If he allows himself to get caught or he gets messy, he either wasn't careful enough, which means he doesn't care enough about you, or he just doesn't give a damn. He was just, you know what? Fuck it. If she finds out about it, it is what it is. If a man truly loves you, if a high-value man truly loves you, he will never let you find out about the other women in his life. Wait a minute. That's always the way it's been. That's always the way it will be.
You're an athlete, be 100. Say, yo, I'm going to be on tour. I'm going to do my thing. If you want it.
But why you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to explain it.
You can say if you don't, you can leave.
But even, I still don't. Even if the girl gets lied to as an NFL player, I'm like, I still don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Even if you lied, come on.
Like,
I agree.
What did you think was going to happen?
See, Hafiz is actually coming to his age. He's like, I agree.
I think to me, it's...
Jason Derulo's baby mama. I'm talking to you. I got so mad when I saw that story, and everyone's like, "Oh, that poor woman," and I'm like, "No, Nasky." I'm like, "You've dated like 10 athletes. They probably all cheated on you, and now you're shocked when he does it after you have a kid, and now you're gonna leave after you have the baby."
Of course she
when
did.
He's humping girls on stage. Stop it. Stop it.
Pearly, you told no lies in your whole monologue right there. And to me, I agree with you 100%. And my rule of thumb is the men, you got to be honest and you got to have it on contract. You're an athlete.
Here we go with this
NDAs.
again.
You're an artist.
This dude is going back. This nigga is going back to, oh my God, dude.
I agree.
You got to have
Some of these
that
guys are reckless.
I'm like, yo, what are you
reckless.
doing? Make them sign these contracts.
You're fucking Instagram models without NDAs? Are you stupid?
Why are you using your account?
There we go. All right.
Are you dumb?
All right.
Are you stupid?
What is going on?
All right.
To me, sometimes
So it looks like they've got some agreement. Looks like they found common ground here, which is good.
I'm like, you're right. The girl is like, but the guy's like, you're just dumb, bro.
Like,
you're sloppy.
at least Adam Levine's girl is like, yeah, I knew what it was. Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
But so I'm not gonna shame. Like, for me, it's like I'm not gonna shame those guys for doing that.
Right.
But like, people think I'm confusing that with like saying, oh, you should cheat. You drank the Kool-Aid. And I'm like, I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. I just that's what the world is.
You just know. Yes. Thank you. There it is. There it is. And that's what the whole red pill community is predicated on. Didn't nobody drink any Kool-Aid, Hafiz? Nobody drank Kool-Aid. No. We understand the way the world works, and we want to tell people about it. That's it. We didn't have to drink any Kool-Aid. We took the red pill because that's what happens in these situations.
What it is.
I think the hardest part to me is I just don't like. You're right. It's like a naive thing, but I got to be 100% honest. There are some athletes who don't do it. There are some, not all of them.
Who? AC Green? Dude.
Is it one?
Look. Most professional athletes, are 1,000% screwing other women. Are you kidding me? And he wants to talk about the special few that don't? Come on, Hafiz.
1%, 2%. I don't know the number, right?
Yeah.
There are some athletes.
Yeah,
So to me, what I don't like, and I love guys being honest.
Yeah.
Don't play like you're the nice guy who doesn't cheat. Or after the game, I just go home.
You want to know something? Do you want to know something? This is interesting. He says, "Tell the truth, tell the truth." You want to know why? If you tell the truth, the jig is up. If you tell the truth, the jig is up. Women want to be lied to. Okay? They want to be lied to. They have showed us with their actions. They have showed us with their actions and their words that they want to be lied to. Women don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. They don't respond to the truth. But again, let me point out the fact that if I have to, if I'm a professional athlete and a girl wants to be involved with me, dude, she already knows what it is. She already knows what it is because chances are she probably slid into my DMs too. Like, the same way I'll meet you is the same way I'll kick you to the curb. Women are not stupid. They understand this very clearly.
Home and sleep and watch Netflix. Like, don't lie.
Okay, but devil's advocate. I think women, we know when dudes getting laid.
There we go. Told you. There it is.
Stop it.
There it
Stop
is.
It.
There it is.
And like what they'll do is they'll pretend.
Yep.
Like, oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. Why'd you check his phone 10 times?
Yes,
Stop
exactly. Thank you.
You knew, like, there was a part of you. You
Thank
knew
you.
he was going to cheat. You did not get bamboozled. You just like the guy that can cheat. And
Woo!
I won't feel bad for you. And
wow. Dude, now Pearl is spitting that hot fire. Now she's spitting that hot fucking fire. She knows. Women like men who can cheat, y'all. That's just all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And it's not like women enjoy getting cheated on, but what it comes down to is women know it and they're okay with it. They're okay with it. Women don't want men that other women don't want, man. And if it's at her expense at that point, so be it. Because I'll tell you what, a woman would rather be in a relationship with a cheater than someone who's boring. I'll tell you that right now. That is 100% facts.
I think the amount of times I've been on this show, the girls love the cheaters. Because I swear to God, I've had girl after girl after girl. It's like they love telling these stories.
Yep.
They love. That's always the ex they talk about the most. And
there it is.
Closer to love. So it's like, you love him.
Here. It's funny enough. I was on Jedediah's podcast, and she played a clip that you played about women loving cheaters. Here is the reality.
Women don't love getting cheated on, okay? Women don't like getting cheated on, okay? How does Rolo say this? Women don't want to get cheated on, but they don't want you to cheat, but they like to know that you could if you wanted to. That's what that is. No, dude, women getting cheated on never doesn't suck. I've been cheated on, and it fucking blows. And I know it's different for women and men, but the bottom line is that it fucking sucks. It does. It does. There's no question about it. But women are not going to get, and just like Pearl said, women know the dudes. Women know which guys are getting laid and which guys aren't. They know. And women are always more attracted to guys who can get laid. That's just how it goes. A woman and women are always women are always going to be shit testing you, comfort testing you, et cetera, to make sure that they made the right choice.
Clip about women loving cheaters.
You were talking to this one girl about like.
Oh, she played me on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah. Wow. Look
know
at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about that? Oh, I guess she didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does she, you know what clip I'm talking about?
I talk for 16 hours a week. I don't know.
She knows. She don't know. Anyway,
I talk for 16 hours a week. That's a light work. That's a light day for me.
so she was playing a clip of you that you talking about how women love cheaters.
Uh-huh.
And so you made that point.
Mhm.
But it's not that she loves the cheater.
Uh-huh.
If she loved the cheater, then she wouldn't complain about the cheater.
Right.
What she loves is what the cheater brings to her. Right?
Excitement.
So usually, well, there is some of that, but
Chaos.
usually, who's the cheater? Is the cheater, Joe Blow working at McDonald's that these women are crazy about?
Sometimes.
It's not.
See, here we go. Yeah, sometimes he's like, it's not. Hafiz, you don't know. Hafiz thinks he knows, but he doesn't know.
Trust me, it's not. If it was Joe Blow,
You'd be surprised. Some bums have a lot of free time.
Man, I'm trying to tell
There's
you.
one guy that
Look,
came
Pearl
on
is
my
keeping
show,
it
he
real.
told me about his rotation. I'm like, this man barely was. He was a SoundCloud rapper.
but here's the nice
Yeah.
women call men bums, but they don't really understand what women are seeing in him.
Oh,
Just because you don't have a job doesn't mean that you're bummed to women. You might be saucy. He might be swaggy. He might have that certain.
Wait, just because a man. Hold up. Did he just say. Hold up. Hold the fucking.
Yeah.
Women call men bums, but they don't really understand what women are seeing in him.
Oh.
Just because you don't have a job doesn't mean that you're bummed to women. You might.
Oh, just because you don't have a job doesn't mean you're not a bum. Let me let him elaborate.
Might be saucy. He might be swaggy. He might have that certain je ne sais quoi and being charismatic.
They have the time to do it.
Exactly.
Oh,
so to
okay.
me, there's
All
a
right.
level of attraction
Yeah, true.
that these men have.
True.
And when you
Yes, but what Hafiz is not what he fails to acknowledge is that men are, dude, you have to understand that there are men, just because they don't have money doesn't mean they're not getting the butt. But just like Pearl said, man, this is how degenerate women are. This is why they need us to protect them from themselves. That's the point. That is exactly the point, is that women are women are terrible at mate selection. The proof is all around us all the time. Girls are fucking these guys, but they're not committing to these guys.
and when you can attract her, you can attract her, and her. And so to the point of women just liking the cheater, women like men who other women want. And the men that other women want are usually the men who will want to cheat. So therefore,
no, it's not the men who will want to cheat. It's men who have the ability to cheat. Listen, man, I'll say it. Men, we don't cheat. We exercise options, y'all. That's just all there is to it. Listen, you can dislike the vernacular, you can dislike the language, you can dislike all of that. Guess what? That's how it is. That's how it is. We don't cheat, we exercise options. That's the bottom line. Whether you like it or not, doesn't matter.
Therefore, I just want to bring that to the equation, because it's just not simply like, because I know there's a guy like, well, I'm gonna cheat on my girlfriend and then she don't want me. No, bro, she's not gonna want you no matter what you do. You're not attracted to her. That's your problem. Go find somebody else. But it's you becoming, if you're really that guy and other women do find you attractive,
yes, of course.
That is some of the things. That's when you hear these women tell the story, because that guy turned them on so much.
Yeah, but the problem is, I've done these shows so many times. I just see the same story in different people. I'm sure you've had a similar
100%.
Yeah, and it's the same story. Like, okay, he cheated. Did you leave? No.
No.
When did you leave?
Dude, listen. It's so funny. You ask these women. These women will say, okay, if your boyfriend cheats, would he leave? Totally. Right? You ask every woman, would you cheat? Would you leave a cheating boyfriend? They all would say, yes, I would leave a cheating boyfriend. Then you ask them, how many of you have taken back a cheating boyfriend? If they're being honest, they'll all raise their hands. Women say one thing and do another because they are a slave to their biological desires, gentlemen. They are a slave to their biological desires. We as men, we exploit it using what we like to call, for shorthand, as game. Women do the same thing with men's protector and provider instincts. They exploit us the same way. It's the way it goes.
When he stopped cheating. Like you ask enough questions, they always leave when he stops cheating or he's not cheating.
There you go.
Like, why didn't you leave when he cheated?
No, here's what happened.
Yeah, Pearl actually said that when she was here not too long ago.
It's not that they left when he stopped cheating. They left when she could emotionally detached. So here's what happened.
No. No. She left when he stopped cheating because in her mind, he's no longer as attractive as he was when he was cheating. Hafiz really needs to understand that that women have changed. Women really have changed. Falcon Blizzak apparently doesn't really like Pearl. Okay. I mean, you don't have to like her. It is what it is.
Happens. A woman will be with a guy, cheats on her, hurts on her, continues to hurt her. She cannot leave at that moment. She's emotionally attached to her. She cannot.
Yes, that makes sense. But what causes them to emotionally detach is when they find out that their man isn't cheating anymore. That's what this is. That's what this is what we're getting at. This is what we're getting at.
I go from she has to slowly pull away and slowly detach. But in the meantime, she doesn't want to
slowly detaching. A woman does not slowly detach from a man she is still emotionally attached to. And what keeps her emotionally attached is the infidelity. Guys, look, man. Look, I understand what Hafiz is trying to say, but what he fails to realize is he is talking about women the way they should be. About the way they should be, not the way they are. What he's talking about is not realistic. Oh, she'll slowly detach. No, that's what, in theory, she would slowly detach. But she's not going to because the guy is still cheating. And Pearl is right. They only leave when he stops cheating. That's because there is no longer constant proof of his attractiveness to other women. This is how far modern women have degenerated. And I say this all the time, guys. We say this all the time. Women have been trained to reward bad behaviors. They've been trained to do it. Hafiz does not. He doesn't want to accept that.
Rock the boat. She won't think that she's about to leave. But she'd be nice, she'd be sweet, she'd be kind. So in that season, usually I found that's when the guy's chilling out. He's like, you know what? I'm chilling out.
In that season, I cannot stand when people use the word season when they're talking about themselves. Well, in this season, that is a very female thing to say. In this season,
you know what I mean? I'm not doing as much. I'm not in the streets as much. She's getting better. We're getting better.
Do you think if he cheated again, she would still she would leave then?
I think I
so say like he cheats once and then the second time he cheats, do you think she would leave?
Depending on the woman, depending on her background, depending on her mental state, depending on how much she loves chaos, depending on it's so many different variables.
No, it's just like the thing with me is like a lot of them will say he did it multiple times, but they always leave when he stops.
Well,
and it's just
there it is.
Weird
She's making that point again, dude.
It's true that the moment he stopped cheating, because how would she know he stopped cheating?
How would he know she stopped cheating? Because he's making it his job to let her know that he's not cheating. And girls know when you're fucking. Girls know, dude, girls know when you're out here doing dirt, man. They know. Just like Pearl said, girls know, they understand, they know who the guy, what men look like when they're getting laid. They know what physically attractive men look and move like. They know.
She was always suspicious to begin with. You know what I mean?
The moment
That's
the moment like she stops finding evidence of him.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's just weird to me.
Here's what I'm saying. What I've learned is talking. This is why I stopped doing a lot of things that I did. When you're talking to women and you're doing these interviews and you have these lights and you have these beautiful black magic cameras, they're not going to tell you the honest truth.
No,
give
really?
Direct questions in front of lights, in front of a camera, they're not
Of course,
telling the truth. That's why, all due respect to your guy, I didn't want to do a show, not because I don't want to shout him out. If he had a one-on-one podcast, I would do it. But women are not as honest in front of lights and in front of cameras.
No, they're not.
For them, expressing logical truths is not the best. If you want to express emotions,
wow.
ask her.
Hafiz is actually dropping some. Is Hafiz a little bit more self-aware now? Is that what's happening? Is Hafiz self-aware now? Like, does he know what he's doing? Huh. How about that? I'll be damned.
Better question was, okay, when you eventually left him, how did you feel about him? And when did that feeling start? Because usually what you figure out is that emotion was dying. She cut it off months ago.
Yeah.
It was dying off.
I agree with you.
And so she stopped searching for.
They could be arguing semantics, but what Pearl is saying here, and she keeps coming back to this point, which is 100% true. As soon as she stops finding evidence of cheating, that's when she's not attracted anymore. Evidence of cheating is evidence of attractiveness, gentlemen. Evidence of cheating is evidence of attractiveness. That's what this comes down to. That's what she means. As soon as a woman thinks you're not getting laid anymore, now you're not as attractive. I don't think Hafiz understands that. Like, he understands that women don't want men that other women don't want, but I don't think he understands. I don't think he understands it on a deeper level. It's only a surface level understanding that he has. He hasn't really seen it as far as, in application or in real life. I don't think he understands how that works.
Cheating.
Yeah.
She stopped caring about the thing because she was mostly checked out.
I don't know. I think like sometimes
as
women, we kind of like the drama.
There you go.
But healthy women do.
I just think,
No, women like drama. Unhealthy. Listen, healthy. There are some women who are healthy who also like drama. Women like drama. That's just who they are. Women like drama because they're women. That's all there is to it. I can't think of anything else to say to that.
Yeah, there's a part of.
Do you love drama? Do you love a man who's gonna keep on cheating on you, smacking?
Nah. See, now we're moving the goalpost a little bit. Right?
You upside your head, calling you names.
Whoa, hey,
drama.
whoa. Yeah, no. What now? He's talking about drama versus abuse. Okay, he's talking about drama versus abuse. Again, this is what he does. This is what women do. They take one word and then they blow it up. Pearl says, well, I like a little bit of drama. Okay, would you like a man to cheat on you and smack you upside the head? Bruh, that's abuse. Women don't like being abused. They like the drama, but they don't like the cost that comes with the drama. Come on now.
It's a lot of drama.
Some people, you say they love drama. What more is better?
This dude.
Some people like it.
Nah. See, now he went off the rails on that one.
Some people like it. Do you like it?
Do I like drama?
Yeah.
Like ever? I mean, I watched the Kardashians.
Do you like drama in relationships?
I think there's some innate part of women in general that tends to like drama. I'm not saying.
There it is. See? What Pearl is saying is nuanced. What she's saying is nuanced. She's like, okay, look. There are parts of women who do like drama. Like, what she's saying is nuanced, but then as soon as she mentions something that's a little bit nuanced, in comes Hafiz with this, oh, well, you want to be smacked upside the head and blah, 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 blah. No, that's not what she said. That's not what she said. She stated an immutable fact that most women like drama. Mentally healthy or not.
All women.
Of course they like drama, but here's the reality. People are using that word drama incorrectly. What's going on is that,
oh my God,
for healthy women like yourself, you to describe your father. Shout out to your father and your beautiful mother.
Yeah, shout out Dad.
Respect. You see, Dad and Jen. Come on now. Come on.
You know what's funny? My mom, she would not like that.
Come on. Heck yeah. She's going to take out that belt later on today.
Okay, I'm 25. Chill out.
Listen, you ain't too grown for it. But see, that's that white girl type stuff.
Yeah, I'm 25.
In a black world, they don't care how old
I don't know how y'all do that in Nigeria, but it's like over 21.
Nah, you can get it.
Actually, you know what? Shout out Nigeria. My whole content team is not in Nigeria. Shout out.
Shout out Nigeria. But
wow.
Here's what I would say about the drama part.
Yeah.
Healthy women always go back to what's normal to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody can like a little bit of drama, but a healthy woman such as yourself, if a man keeps on cheating on her, calling you out your name, you ain't staying there. But
dude, again, Hafiz, I get what Hafiz is talking about, but he fails to realize who and what modern women really are. He is talking about modern women the way they should be and not the way they are.
Girl,
just listen to him. This is what they should do.
Came from a broken background, a broken household, where that's normal. That is home for her. Women always go back home. So to your point, yes, some women do like a very toxic, unhealthy drama. But I would argue women like yourself who come from healthy backgrounds, there's only so much drama they can take.
Now that does make sense. That makes sense. That does make sense. However, this is not the way women are. Even women who come from healthy two-parent households, at some point the culture gets a hold of them. You can only do, listen, man, you can only do so much for your children before they have to start making their own choices. That's what this comes down to, guys. It's about the choices for the children. So yeah, you can be a great influence on your kid, but at some point, they're going to have to start making decisions on their own. And just because you think they should be some way does not mean that they're going to be some way. So again, Hafiz is right. But he's talking about modern women the way they should be and not the way they are.
Before they're going to lead this individual.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I just think like, and this is very honest, and it probably makes me look bad, but like I think on some level, women like drama, like in general.
There you go.
So here's
like in general.
So I'm gonna give you one of my theories I've been working on. Free game to the people. Explains why women like drama. Use the word drama.
Yeah.
I call this high value man insecurity. I hate using the word high value man. I think it's a terrible word. It's been.
Would you? Oh, you say that now that Kevin Samuels is 6 feet under.
Wasted all. I just can't stand
Shout out, Dad.
I'm gonna use it for the sake of this conversation.
Yeah.
High value man insecurity. There is a natural drama that a woman has when she's around a very successful man. Given it case in point.
That's called competition anxiety, Hafiz.
Let's say you meet your husband, tall, handsome, successful, doing well in life. You and your husband go into a room, right? Let's say you're at a gala. He's handsome. You know that he's handsome. All of a sudden, you see all these women looking at your husband. You walk in the room. Something in you as a woman just starts getting a little jealous, a little territorial.
That's called competition anxiety, Hafiz. Competition anxiety. I just described this.
Kind of way, holding on to him a little bit more.
Yeah, like back off, bitches.
Exactly.
There it is.
Then all of a sudden, right? He's a successful man. He has to go meet the people, meet the donors, meet the people in the room. He has to go and talk to people.
Yeah.
Your husband goes. He's talking to people, talking to this guy, but he's not rude. He's not sexist. He got to talk to the women as well. He starts talking to the women. All of a sudden, that same girl that's giving you dirty looks. He's a man. He didn't notice it, but you noticed it. She's now talking to him, and she's laughing and giggling and flirting. He's just being kind.
That is
Begin the drama. Episode 2 of season 17 of Pearlie's marriage. Now this BI is now trying to take my man. Begins the drama. Now you're mad at.
That's not drama. That's not drama. That's competition anxiety. And competition anxiety is healthy in a relationship for women. Michael Davis with the 20,000 COPs, which is roughly $4, says, keep cooking, Donovan. You are the truth. Appreciate that very much. Jack Vendetta, $2 super chat, says, women are agents of chaos by nature. They love drama. Yep. Yes, they do. Donald J. DeMarco says, is he making an RP case by accident? It appears that he is trying to. Yes, actually.
But you're also mad at him. Why are you talking to him? Why this, that, and the third?
For just talking?
Trust me. Because you're gonna be upset because like you should see that she's flirting with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, come on, stop playing this game.
Here we go.
You know how it is.
Here we go.
Why are you every 5 minutes? A lot of games I play.
So what ends up
she's trying to tell him the truth, but he's not letting her tell it.
Happening is that gives you a little bit of insecurity. That insecurity makes you feel some kind of way. You start playing scenarios in your brain. That creates the drama. So there's things that are natural. These are natural.
This right here. Now, the interesting thing is, and again, Hafiz made some good points here. But again, what you really need to understand is that he is talking about modern women the way they should be, rather than the way they are. A lot of men say, well, if game works on a woman, then she's not. Dude, game is for the broken. That's modern women, bruh. Like, that's the way it is. You can either accept it or not, but this is the way it is.
Natural behaviors that when you're with a very successful, very attractive man, you will feel. And those men, whether they're good or bad or in between, they make women feel that way. And that behavior makes you at times cling closer to that guy. Because if every other girl in the room wants him, you definitely don't want those other girls.
Competition anxiety. How many times do I have to repeat myself?
Eat you.
Yeah, they call it I forgot what the term is, but it's
Competition anxiety.
it's like when girls prefer the guys that like the girls want.
Oh, that's pre-selection. Well, this is pre-selection and competition anxiety.
Yeah. So that's an example of why crazy.
Listen, it's interesting. He knows he doesn't even understand some of the basic tenets. Some of the basic tenets of the red pill. It's called pre-selection. Ostrike, $5 super chat says, drama is a form of destructive testing. Is it an opportunity? It is an opportunity for us to witness who is at the top of the dominance hierarchy. Wow. Very well said. Very well said.
Do you not understand though, because back to something we were talking about earlier, like, you don't think men get a bad deal today when it comes to marriage?
100% men get bad deals when it comes to marriage, but who is signing those deals? You see, I'm a solution-oriented.
Who is signing those deals? The men are. The men are being roped into signing that marriage contract. Holy cannoli, this guy.
Person.
Yeah.
I
know.
He is still blaming men for the state of marriage. Listen to this guy.
I just want to focus. So you do agree with me then? Okay.
Do men get bad deals?
Okay.
Yes.
But here's the reality.
Oh, here we go.
Do all men get bad deals?
No, not all men get bad deals, Hafiz, but most of them do. Most of them do. This is exactly why men are leaving relationships in droves.
Let's explain. So one of the conversations that people have is about the prenup.
Yeah.
You're in UK, you know this.
Uh-huh.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know this off the top of my head. So I don't know this study.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe you know this better than I do. I saw a study where it said women from 20 to 29 in UK are starting to out-earn men. Have you seen that study before?
Jesus Christ.
I've heard.
I don't know what this has to do with
I actually
anything.
didn't hear about that one, but I heard it
in major cities.
In the major cities.
I don't know what this has to do with anything, guys.
Yeah.
So
and at Google, women were out earning. Go ahead.
Yes, I love it.
Pearl is still taking shots at this guy. This is funny.
So think about that. So there are some men right now who are dating women who out-earn them. It's safe to say.
Yes.
So if that guy gets married to that woman and they get divorced and they don't sign a prenup, who's winning that deal?
That's not the way it happened in the real world, Hafiz. Number one, he's not talking about custody. If a man and a woman get married 85% and divorced 85% of the time, she's going to get custody. That's why women, I think get like 94% of alimony payments are paid to women. Something like 90% of child support payments are paid to women. What is he talking about? Dre Raven says, and yet, Hafiz, you spent the first half hour of your diatribe shaming men for not getting married. Exactly.
The person with less money. So for
the person with less money, dude.
Some guys, it is a good deal.
Well,
no. So for some guys, it is a good deal only because he has a chance to get the alimony because he doesn't make as much as the woman. Oh, wow.
But men only win 13% of alimony.
There it is. Men only win 13% of alimony cases. There you go.
Alimony.
Okay.
Alimony is a totally different thing because that's a rare occasion. Because think about it. To get like.
Okay, so now we're talking about. So now we're not talking about alimony. Now we're talking about spousal support. If a woman makes more than a man, it doesn't matter if she has the kids. This is why women get most of the child support payments because they get the kids most of the time. This is crazy. Christian Kanishi says he is talking about the exception to the rule. Dude, this is ridiculous, man.
You want to go down to
I mean, but like even if we did like the way it would be split up, do you really think men are going to get the bad or the women are going to get the bad end of the deal?
If you're dating a doctor, I knew a guy right now dating a doctor who's making $410,000 a year.
These are all exceptions to the rule, as you guys are pointing out in the chat. He keeps pointing. Listen, you can't use a micro argument. You can't use a micro argument as a defense to a macro argument. It's just like these girls on Fresh and Fit. Well, I this and I know somebody. The exception doesn't make the rule.
This guy is an audio engineer making about $50,000 a year. So when they split their assets in a divorce case, as I've seen in other situations, and this one woman actually called me in for a session describing what happened.
Oh, this is bullshit.
The man is going to get more than what he came in with. That's why they tell heiresses to sign contracts. They tell
heiresses. They tell heiresses to sign contracts, yet you don't want to sign a prenup? So he's justifying a woman protecting her assets, but he's not going to protect his because he's not a money guy.
Heiresses to always start contracts to prenups because they say, yo, our family got all this money. We don't want that man coming in and taking it. So in some cases, yes. I'm not saying it's most. I'm not saying it's all. In some cases, yes. And so therefore, there are some situations where women men.
So why are we talking about some situations? He said it's not most. It's not a lot. It's some. Here in the Red Pill, we prepare you guys to deal with the women you are most likely to come in contact with. We don't prepare you how to deal with the exceptions to the rule. We don't do that. That would be stupid. Hafiz seems very intent upon talking about the exceptions to the rule. The exception never makes the rule, yet he keeps coming back to this.
Are getting better deals. If you are a guy and most girls and you can't get sex consistently, and all of a sudden you find a girl and you can convince a girl to want to be with you, even though she's not really happy, and you're getting sex occasionally, you are getting the better deal. Because in the free market, you couldn't get sex consistently. So for some guys, the sex that they're getting, they could not get that in the free market. And so one of my
Get a hooker.
listen,
there it is. There it is. Pearl just absolutely broke
every
him.
Man.
This is the point. This is the point that she just made. This is the point that she just made. Women have devolved so much, so rapidly. There is nothing that they can offer us that we can't go out and buy somewhere else. We don't need a woman to cook for us. We can have our meals delivered. We don't need a woman to clean. We can pay people to come in and clean. We don't even need women for sex because we can pay for that. So what Pearl just said is apropos because women are just not worth dealing with. That's just it. She just smoked him. Well, they couldn't get sex out in the free market. Well, you can't just pay for a hooker. Yep. There you go.
Is not the kind of guy who's like, I'm gonna pay a hooker once a week, once every other week.
I understand.
There are some guys who do.
That, but I'm just like, gosh, you're gonna marry her and sign that contract
think
for sex every now and then.
How many men are signing? Getting married because they're having sex? What are we talking about? That's the world we're living in.
All of them.
That's the world.
No, but I'm just thinking like that's a horrible deal.
Of course,
for a guy.
and
that's a horrible deal.
And now,
yes,
what
right.
did I tell you? The men are signing those bad deals.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
To me,
the men are signing those bad deals. Hafiz, you've signed the bad deal. You've signed the bad deal. You didn't have a prenup. But Hafiz wants us to think that because that his woman is giving him sex because she's contractually obligated to. No. You can't contractually obligate contractually obligate a woman to have sex with a man. You kidding me?
Here's my rule of thumb with marriage. This is why, like I said, I'm a little bit nuanced.
Yeah.
I view successful marriage as successful businessmen. You have a successful YouTube channel, but you know the analytics more than everybody else.
Yep.
How many percent of YouTube channels have 10,000 subscribers? How many have 100,000 subscribers? How many have 500,000
Very
subscribers?
small.
You can look it up right now on Social Blaze Analytics, and you can be able to see that you are part of the 0.1% of 1% of content creators. You are at the top of the mountain. But guess what happens? What is your third tier on Patreon that you're doing?
Third tier?
What?
Of your, I don't know if it's YouTube memberships or Patreon. What
tier? Social media.
Social media, and what are you helping them with?
Oh, that's the fourth tier. I do want
fourth tier is one-on-one sex. The third tier is when you said you're helping them with social media, isn't it?
No, it's like you connect on social media.
Okay, the fourth tier is one-on-one coaching, right?
Yeah.
So why are people calling you? Because they want to get to where you're at.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to get to the 0.1% of the 0.1%, 0.1%.
Yeah.
Do you tell them, hey, the reality is 99% of people will never get here, so stop wasting your time? No, you say, you know what, even if most people are not going to get here, I'm going to help you get there. So for me,
yes, but here's the problem. See, this is another analogy. Here's another analogy. If you try to start a YouTube channel and you don't succeed, there's no absolute downside. Somebody tries YouTube for 6 months, it doesn't take off. They're pretty much where they were. All it really takes is a smartphone and a Wi-Fi connection, and you can start a YouTube channel. But if you get married and it doesn't work out, you could lose everything. He's trying to compare starting a YouTube channel to getting married. 99.9% of people won't succeed on YouTube like Pearl does. That's for sure. 75% of people who get married is not going to succeed. But here's the deal. If you fail at something in life, there are always going to be consequences for when you failed. You can fail at a business. You can fail at a number of different things. But marriage is the one thing that men pay the highest price for failing at. And it happens to be the one they invest the most in. So for him to try to sit here and equate starting a YouTube channel and failing with getting married and that marriage failing, look, I got lucky. I got married. I was married for 7 years. My divorce cost me $12. I was very, very fortunate. It does not work out that way for, 99% of men. Doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Rogue Nation, dude, Pearl is 6 feet tall, fam. Like, she's 6 feet tall. Like, I'm 6'2". She's been in my presence 3 times. Like, let's not. Come on, guys. Come on. And let's be respectful. Let's be respectful of Pearl is my friend. Okay, you guys can, if you guys want to disrespect her, you do that somewhere else. Pearl's my friend, and I'm not going to allow people to disrespect her in here.
There are people who are married right now. I'm not sure if your parents are still married or not.
Yeah, they are.
Shout out to your beautiful
Shout
parents.
out. They have 10 kids too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it all.
Yeah.
There are people like your parents and my parents who are living happy, healthy marriages.
Right.
My biggest thing is I want to create more of that. I know it's the exception, not the rule. I want to create more of that.
Right.
The same way there's a limited amount of millionaires, but we still want to all aspire to be millionaires.
Yes, but dude, again, and I understand what he's saying. We want to inspire people to be the exception and not the rule, but we also have to let them know what the risks are, Hafiz. To become the exception and not the rule is exactly what it is, the exception. And I agree with what he's saying, but it is, I'm going to tell you what, trying to become a millionaire, and again, trying to become a millionaire and failing, you become 100,000-aire. Not bad. But dude, getting into a marriage and failing, it could literally cost you everything. And most of the time, it usually does.
Yeah.
I want to aspire for the best.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you, but like I just really understand the guys when they want to walk away. Because
walking away is for quitters.
But when I hear these laws, at least legally.
There it is, legally. Listen, this is one thing I agree with. This is one thing I agree with Anthony Johnson on. If you're going to get married, do it privately. Don't do it legally. Do it privately. Dude, go to the beach, get one of your buddies or something to be an officiant. Dude, you can have the cake, you can have the flowers, you can have everything. Just don't sign a marriage certificate. You give her all the pomp and circumstance without risking anything. That's what you do.
Because when I hear these laws, I'm like, this is crazy.
You can protect yourself from these things. It's the year 2000. See, here's my problem.
Oh, here he goes. He's back again. Prenup. It's almost like Hafiz wants men to take this unnecessary risk. Why would you, like Hafiz, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, we all know the laws on the books are not in a man's favor. We know this. We know this to be factually accurate. Yet, here's Hafiz. He still wants us to take the risk. Well, there are things in place to protect you. Yes. And a lot of prenuptial agreements are thrown out in court, especially if she's under duress, as somebody in the comments just stated. So here's what men need to do. And listen. Here's what men need to do to protect themselves. If there is a woman that if there's a woman that you truly do love and you want to be with her long term, there are a few steps you can take to protect yourself. Number 1, don't get legally married. If you're not legally married, there's nothing she can do. Number 2, don't cohabitate in a state where common law marriage is observed. The state of New Jersey does not have common law marriage. It's no accident that we ended up in New Jersey and not the state of Pennsylvania. Right? I heard that common law marriage could be a thing in Pennsylvania. That's why I decided, you know what? I'm not going to get caught with my pants down. We'll take a 10-minute drive across the bend so I'm protected. We're moving to Nevada next year. Guess what, guys? No common law marriage. That's the second thing. The third thing to do to protect yourself from getting raked over the coals is don't have kids. Don't have kids. If you cohabitate with a woman, don't get legally married. You cohabitate with a woman, don't get legally married, live in a state that does not observe common law marriage, and don't have kids with her, you're good. These are things you can do to absolutely protect yourself. No, Hafiz wants you to sign the marriage certificate. He wants you to put babies in these hoes and then get raked over the coals. Dude, God ain't gonna be there for you in court, fam. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna happen. And now there are men who will say, well, Donovan, what if we want to have kids? Now you have a choice to make. Because the minute you put a baby in an American woman, you may as well be married. You may as well be married, man. You may as well be married. When you decide to have a child with an American woman, you are choosing to marry an American woman. You don't need a marriage certificate at that point for her to rake you over the coals. So if you want kids, guess what, fam? You're going to have to relocate to another country or use a surrogate. That's the only way this happens, man. That is the only way this happens. Hafiz is aware of the remedies that we have in place to protect ourselves. But he is advising men to use the lesser of the protections. Well, you could sign a prenup. Prenups are worthless. There are law firms. There are law firms who are in existence strictly for the purpose of getting prenups thrown out. Call our law firm, we'll get that prenup thrown out. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You make a couple of subtle changes and you will protect yourself. But no, Hafiz and the gynocentric media, oh, no, every kiss begins with K. Take that risk. Have faith. You got to believe. You got to have God in your marriage. Fantastic show for you guys, or fantastic show today, guys. This is going to mercifully bring the week of Hafiz to an end. I'm tired of talking about this guy. And I hope that you guys are tired of me talking about him, because I am not going to talk about him any more. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. Hang on a second. Edward Cross says, "American woman, stay away from me." Yeah, you're right about that. Absolutely right about that. I don't think there's any doubt at that point. Let's see here. There you go. Gentlemen, thank you all very, very much for tuning in. Lorenzo Rock wants to see more cop videos. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll do, because I don't know. That's not really what I do, but I don't know if you guys like watching me review cop videos, if you guys like watching me review cop videos, send them to me, man. Send them to me. It was kind of fun doing those, but I might do that like on another. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Soon enough, I will have so we're working on the Donovan Sharpe Clips channel and the Donovan Sharpe Shorts channel. Right now, we put clips and shorts on this channel. We're going to do the same as Fresh and Fit. We're going to have a channel strictly for clips, a channel strictly for shorts, and then a channel strictly for the long form content. That way, if you guys want to get my content in bite-size pieces, rather than sitting through a 3-hour live stream, you've got your options there. So we should be good to go. That is going to do it. Oop, there we are. That is going to do it for this edition of TSR pardon me, of TSR Live. My thanks to all of the super chatters, all of the members. Give me a second. Oh. Okay. Are you guys still here? Oh, no. I'm still on the... Okay. Okay. Very good. All right. Okay. All right. Never mind. Okay. Sorry about that. Yes. Salute to all of you guys for supporting us. Dylan Bacon says, thanks for the stream. Missed the first half, but good stuff. Hey, we've got you covered. Thank you guys very, very much for tuning in to this, the 886th episode of TSR Live. We'll see you tomorrow.